G.I. Joe will return after these messages.
Do you want to see something really cool? Of course.
Now, back to G.I. Joe.
Ever since I was knee-high playing with G.I. Joe, Darth Vader, and Darth must have put a hex on him for later. Him and Lex Luthor, Superman. Here comes the ring, here comes the thunder. I woke last night to the sound of thunder. Waiting on the thunder. Waiting on the thunder.
Thunder! 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 What's up, Rebels? There was no turning back. Let's just keep playing this. And I thought, what can I do? Thunder! And I knew there was no help from you. Thunder! What's going on, Rebels? How are you guys doing tonight? Yeah! Let's keep listening to this. Thunderstruck! What's up, Richard Bird? What is up? Ultra Carterzilla in the building. What's up, man? Rebels transform, roll out, and maximize. What is going on? Nice. How you guys doing tonight? I'm just going to keep it going. There's my dad. Hello, Dad. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing better. He's been sick. How are you all doing tonight? Summer's over. Yeah! All right. So what's going on, guys? Anything new? I know we only have a couple people on here right now. Wasn't going to do a live. And then I put out that little commercial asking if everybody wanted me to do a live. I'd do one tonight. Don't have a whole lot to talk about. Just kind of hanging out. So open up a Miller Lite. Hang out for a few. Rolando. What's up, man? Let me hit you a little thunder. Yeah, Rolando. What's up, bro? Awesome. So what are you guys into tonight, man? You guys got anything cool going on? You got any plans for the weekend? What do you guys got going on? I got a couple packages I'm going to open up here pretty soon. They're G.I. Joe things. I know we usually do a Joe night, but I won't be able to do it Friday. Fabulous will be doing one Friday. So I'm just going to show off a couple little things that I do have. Greedo, what's up, man? Let me hit you with a little thunder. Hey. What we got here? Or do you have a problem getting into collecting Transformer toys? I think I know someone who can help you. It's not that I don't. I mean, I like Transformers. I just never really collected them as a kid. And G.I. Joe was always like really close to my heart. Like I really enjoyed G.I. Joe a lot. I watched it as a child. I'm 44 years old. I enjoyed watching G.I. Joe a lot as a kid. And it's got me. I'm hooked on it again. It's nice to see new G.I. Joe. Rolando! Yeah, man. He wants some thunder. I will give you some thunder, my friend. Hell yeah. Greedo, what's up, man? And we got Vader's Girl. Hi, Vader's Girl. Let me hit you a little thunder, too. Hell yeah. I'm feeling it tonight, guys. I'm feeling it tonight. Fabulous Disaster, I see you in here, bro. What's up, man? I got a couple of Joes I'm going to show you tonight. Black, what's up? Back Attack, what's up, bro? Yes, I'm driving, but here, sweet, man, sweet. Rolando, Fabulous, Ed, Black saying hi to everybody. I'm blasting Thunderstruck tonight, guys. Why not? Why not? I haven't played it for a while, you know? Haven't played it for a while. Why not? Why not? Life is too short. Life is too short, man. Let's rock out. Let's have some fun. I got a couple packages to open. I did something crazy today. So, and Greedo's going to be like, good job, because me and Greedo have talked about this for a while. Me and John talked about it for a while. So I have almost all the G.I. Joe classifieds. I know there's some new ones that came out. And I've gotten them opened, and then I've had them in the box. Well, I had all these boxes behind my Joes, and it was like, for one, it took a lot of room with all those boxes. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, man, I think I'm going to sell them. So I sold all my G.I. Joe classifieds that were boxed. I sound like a liar because there's a bunch up here. I am still army building. I have, I think, 20, maybe 20 troopers so far. Still keeping those because I'm going to army build. But I got rid of all my original classified figures that were boxed. I still kept all my ones that were out of box. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. Let me make this bigger. Not me, not me. So I've got my little phone, my iPhone hooked up over here. I don't know if you can see me. See my hand. But those are all my Joes, man. I still have them all. And then on top, I have like the box stuff, like Killer, or like let me see, what do I have? I'm talking about. Okay, so I've got Breaker with the bike. I have Crocmaster with Fiona, still boxed up here. Haven't opened them yet. I've got the Snake Eyes 00 still over there, and I still have all my Cobra Troopers, and I had to keep one of those Gung Hos on card, but I still have everything open here as well, so it's kind of cool. And I made a lot of money off of them. You guys would not believe how much I made off of them today. Saying hi to everybody. Blue Harvest Toys, Mark, what's up, brother? How are you? Yeah! How you doing, Mark? What's up, man? We got Greedo, Mark. Try to make sure I see everybody on here. Won't leave anybody out. Everybody saying hi to Mark. Dang, Ed, I needed your equipment. Yeah, sorry, bro. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, I really got a good deal on those. Sword Sunday, yeah, I still want to do that. Lack. I do. And I've got a sword in here if you guys want to see it that I've never showed. You guys want to see it real quick? Hold up. Hey, hold up. All right, hold on. Here it is. Nope, that's not it. Is it this one? Hold up. Is it this one? Yes, it's this one. So, the last Sword Sunday I showed the Kill Bill sword. It was the bride's sword. So, I will, real quick, show Bill's sword. This is Bill's sword from Kill Bill. Sweet, right? It says katana. But I do need to do more Sword Sundays. I enjoy doing the Sword Sundays. I've just been super busy on Sundays lately, but I'll show off a sword. Why not? I have a few of them in here. I may show off some more, Lack. Give me some thumbs up. I'll show off a couple more swords real quick that I have in here. Star Wars Bear. I bet you made lots, bro. I did, man. You'd be surprised how much I made. Now, I had 29 figures I sold. No more no, I'm still doing classifieds. I'm still doing them. They're right here, bro. Check it out. I still have them all. I sold all the ones that were in box. Today. Fabulous. But I still have all my troopers up here because I'm still going to army build the troopers. I still want to do that. I have like 20 of them. I still have the 00 Snake Eyes over here. I still have everything. The Fortnite Snake Eyes right there. I still have all of them. I just had extras in box because I would open one, keep one in box. So I sold all the box ones today. I was going to sell you my classifieds. Sorry, bro. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, I've got them all except for the brand new ones. I'm game. I got some cool swords. Sweet, man. Well, I know that you didn't get to see the Sword Sunday, and I have some swords in here left over from the Sword Sundays that I did that I can show you guys real quick. This was the Bride sword from Kill Bill. I know you guys don't want to see all Kill Bill swords, but there's the Bride sword. Pretty tight, right? Pretty tight. And then I'll show another one here in a minute. So I know they're very similar, but I have them both. You guys are like, yeah, right, Rebels. That's the same damn sword. No, it's not. I swear. Let's see here. Oh, you bought those tackle box containers for your Joes. Hell yeah. Dude, that's the way to do it, man. I've got them right here. Hold on. Yeah, I've got them all right here, and they're all organized. They're easy to find, and they're staying cool. You know what I mean? Like I can find each one I need. I don't have to worry about them breaking or anything. Still going to do Wiener Wednesday. Wiener Wednesday. This guy. But yeah, so I mean, I'm still doing classifieds. I'm still gonna keep buying classifieds. I had so many in box, man, and I was just like, it's okay. Everyone's a wiener, baby. When are you going to make Jen Kell for Willow's sword? That would be tight. Man. I don't know. You want to see another sword, Lack? You want to see another sword? Give me a thumbs up. I'll show you another one. I've got a couple of them in here. I know that you missed Sword Sunday. I do have a couple packages I'm getting ready to open here in a few minutes. Pretty cool stuff. I'm always there, Greedo. Wiener Wednesday. Oh my gosh. So, wow. You guys are something else. So, yeah. Okay, I'll show you one more sword. What I got here. How about the Blade sword from the movie Blade? How about that? Check that out. Is that tight? That's pretty tight, right? Freaking love swords. Nice. And then I have one more sword in here. I'll show you guys real quick. All my other swords are upstairs. This is the sword that I cut through the pineapple. I don't know if you guys remember that video, but it's my Highlander sword. This thing is sharp as shit. Highlander is an awesome freaking movie. There could be only one. Speaking of awesome shows, I watched the last episode of season 5, Cobra Kai. I don't know if you guys are watching Cobra Kai anymore. That episode was fire. Fire. I enjoyed it. Very cool. Thank you, Lack. Appreciate that. Yes, I picked up the G.I. Joe GameStop sword for Fabulous. Oh, sweet. The Snake Eyes one. Yes. Greedo, I'd like to see that, man. That's badass. I would love to see it. Yes. There can only be one. Yes, man. Highlander was fire. Yes. A few Cold Steel Brandon swords. That's sweet, dude. I'd love to see him, man, for sure. For sure. So, Cobra Kai. I watched this last episode. Watched all the last season 5. Fire. I cannot believe how good that was. I've been excited to see how it was going to end so far. I don't know if they're going to make any more of them, but it was very enjoyable, man. It was a super awesome episode. Beat Saber. Wolfpack, what's up, man? I haven't seen you for a while. Let me hit you with the thunder. Yeah! What's up, buddy? Awesome, man. Nice to see you. Wolfpack. So I'm going to open up these packages real quick. You guys want to see what's in them? Check this out. So I know this big ass box right here. I know there's only one figure in this. It's a figure that I ordered off of eBay. Well, I won off eBay. No, I didn't. I'm lying to you guys. You know what? I won it off Whatnot. Whatnot, eBay. I think Fabulous was watching when I won it. That's what I've been after for a while. Let's hope that the crotch isn't broke or anything. Open this bad boy up. Let's see. Let's see. Open up with this handy dandy box opener right here. Rebels No Rules. Oh, they packaged them well. Look at this. They put this one Joe in this box. See how they did it? That's awesome. He wasn't going anywhere. Kind of reminds me of in high school, you know, like when they give you that egg that you had to protect, and people made them boxes and everything to protect the egg. So here he is, guys. Firefly. I've been after Firefly for a while. Yeah, I want him on Whatnot. I think Fabulous was actually watching when I won. But there he is, Firefly. Version 1. This is one I've been wanting for a long time. So I'm slowly getting them all complete, man. I'm gonna try to get every single vintage Joe. How you doing, Wolfpack? Open those shits, yes. Hey, Wolfpack. Fire, son. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So let's open up the next box. I mean, I probably won't be on here too long today. Let's open up the other box. This right here is pretty killer, you guys. This is pretty killer. I've been waiting to open this for a while. Figure, why not open it on a live? Here we go. Here we go, guys. It's pretty kick-ass. I'm telling you, I'm not telling you guys what it is, but this one's pretty kick-ass. Now, this one I won on eBay. Let's see who else is in the chat. I was watching. I didn't bid. I got a Serpentor from that sell auction. That's cool, man. Well, I'm glad you didn't bid because you would have probably outbidded me. But I'm just glad I got him, man. He's fire. Look, solid. Look at that figure. Yes, Firefly, dude. Very sweet. Okay. The vehicle, guys. It's not complete. It's, man, this really bubble wrapped the hell out of that. Check that out. It's like kryptonite bubble wrap. It's green. So it's not complete, but it's pretty sweet. I'll find the other parts here pretty soon. But let's see here. It's Greedo bidding. I would have bid. Yeah. So I don't have the figure for this yet, but this is such a killer vehicle. Are you guys ready? Dun, 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 dun. Here it goes. The Warthog. Sergeant Slaughter's vehicle. The only thing it's missing are the two missiles. There's two missiles that go right here. And there's a front piece right here, front grill. That's missing. But it's not in bad shape. I mean, these things open. It's actually not in bad shape at all. Vehicle I've been wanting for a while. Very kick-ass, the Warthog. Now they have another version of this, and it's black. And I may end up picking it up here eventually, but this is the original version right here. Is that kick-ass or what? So I need that Sergeant Slaughter. I need that Sergeant Slaughter. Kick-ass. Kick-ass. It's cool. So that's all the pickups I have. Nice, Ed. Thank you. Thank you, Fabulous. Righteousness. Yes, yes. Sweet Warthog. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, it's killer. Warthog was badass. Yeah, the black was cool, too. Yeah, and I may end up getting the black one, too. I may end up getting it also. But, yeah, my goal is to get all of these Joes, man. My goal is to get all of these vintage Joes. I'm getting there. I mean, I'm missing a few, but I've got some ideas on how I'm going to get them. It says, do it. Do it. So, you guys got anything you guys want to talk about? Anything going on? Anything you're after? Are you guys after that Ghost Rider HasLab? Because I am not. Another reason why, you guys are going to think I'm crazy, but another reason why I kind of stopped with the classified figures and box, besides the Troopers, I do want to keep the Troopers, but Hasbro, man, I mean, it's these HasLab projects, that car, and that, I mean, it's just my opinion, I don't know who's getting it, I'm not trying to piss off anybody, But that car with the Ghost Rider, that thing is not worth $350. I really do not think it's worth $350, man. I mean, it's sweet, it's cool, it's cool. Yeah, Lax says nope. Yeah, not worth it, man. Not worth it at all. And I feel like we're training Hasbro on how to treat us, because that could have came to a store. Now, I understand that his tank, it's got a lot of extras and it's sweet. And I mean, it's got a lot of cool things. It's huge. You know, I can see them, you know, doing a HasLab. I still think that was a little pricey. And I think if they didn't add all those tiers on it, that it would have been a lot pricey. But I mean, I get it. Not for $3. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not for $350, man. A lot of people won't get it. It doesn't. Yeah. I mean, it's like, and I feel like if the people do, and this is just my opinion, but if the people do keep doing that, it's like Hasbro's going to keep doing that. You know what I mean? They're not going to release vehicles. They're not going to release, you know, cool shit like this, like back when we were kids. They're not going to release this in stores anymore. They're going to do HasLab projects, add a couple lights on it, a couple whistles, and charge $350 for this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't see that. You know what I mean? I don't see that. So I'm still going to buy classified figures, but I'm only buying one of each. I almost feel like I'm boycotting Hasbro, because it's like, I don't buy Black Series anymore. I stopped buying Marvel Legends. I'm really concentrating on just G.I. Joe. It's like, I do like the G.I. Joe classifieds a lot, so I'll buy one of each. I mean, unless it's Army Builder, like I would like to build all those troopers. Like I said, I have like 20 so far. I do want to have a badass army of troopers. You know, there was a time when I was trying to decide if I wanted Bats, Alley Vipers, infantry troopers, just original Cobra troopers, what I wanted. And, you know, like I had a couple extra Bats that I sold today with that classified lot of figures and box. And I was like, no, I'm just going to stick with troopers. So I'm going to build a big army of troopers. I have flirted with saying 100. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but I have like 20 so far. I'll probably do a video where I'm opening them, because I want to open these. But I think, you know, like whenever I go to Target or whatever and I'm looking for G.I. Joe classifieds, they have the one I want. I think I'm going to buy that one. I don't think I'm going to buy two anymore, especially like with how they're doing the boxes and the windows are gone and you can't even see the damn figure. So it's like, I don't want to pay $27 for a cereal box that I'm going to put in a shelf. And I don't even know that damn figure's in there. Somebody could have switched out with a Snickers bar or something. You know what I mean? I don't want, I'm not trying to get on a tantrum about it, but I am trying to say that I'm not going to buy a bunch of new Hasbro stuff anymore. I will buy G.I. Joe classifieds when I see them, but just one of each, just so I can open it and put it in my curio. And that's just how I'm going to do it from now on. I don't collect Marvel really, though. Yeah, I mean, it's like, dude, I mean, I was at Target a couple days ago. It's like $27 for Marvel Legend. I'm like, no. I'm not doing that. I mean, like, I can see paying a little bit for a NECA. NECAs are badass. I mean, they look realistic. They look cool. These Marvel Legends, man, there's so much reuse. I'm trying not to get on tantrum, but I have one Black Series figure left, Empire Vader. Yeah. I mean, that's cool. No one is that big of a Ghost Rider fan to drop $350. So, yeah, exactly. You know, like we have one of the original Toy Biz Marvel Legend Ghost Rider figures, and it is fire, dude. It's badass. You know what I mean? I would rather buy that than, you know, spend $350. And just to me, man, his face looked cartoony anyway. I don't know. I mean, the Ghost Rider face was okay, but like the alternate face that they had, it looked so damn cartoony. I'm like, man, $350? $350? I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't see myself spending that much money, you know. And it's like I said, I'm just like, I do love the G.I. Joe classifieds, and I mean, they're 6-inch Joes, guys. They're kick ass. And now that they're starting to actually make them like how the Joes used to look, like this Gung Ho right here from Walmart exclusive Gung Ho, looks just like the original Gung Ho. That's so freaking awesome. You know what I mean? Like, I'm down with that. And I still would like to collect all the G.I. Joe classifieds as they go, but I'm just not collecting them in box anymore. And I mean, they look great displayed. This is only a side view. I mean, it's kind of hard to see. But look at those, man. They're fire. You know what I mean? Those are cool. You know, they look good out of the package. I don't have to have all the boxes. Yeah, there we go, Lack. There we go. Thing probably costs $3 to make. I wouldn't doubt it, man. I wouldn't doubt it. You know, but like the only ones I'm going to keep in box are the really rare ones. Like if you guys see right there, Cobra Commander's head right by the Alley Viper. That's in the box for Cobra Commander, and it's the Regal Cobra Commander and the light blue outfit. He's real rare. We'll keep him in the box. I've got Cobra Commander Supreme. I still have him in the box. The Snake Eyes 00. I still have him in the box. Stuff like that. The Fortnite Snake Eyes, so I have them in the box. I'm gonna keep them in the box, but I'm only gonna get one, just one of each. I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm gonna spend a bunch of money, I'm gonna spend the money on the vintage because I freaking love the vintage. And let's be honest, guys, that's a toy hunt. When you find a figure, that's 40 years old. Look how nice that thing is, man. Dude, that's 40 years old. Look how clean that is. A kid played with this, probably, around our age, of course, and did not get it that dirty. It stayed this clean. This is 40 years old. That's a toy hunt. You know what I mean? That's a toy hunt. I think like if you find that figure, and I'm not trying to, it's just my point of view, my thing. I mean, I do get excited when I see a classified hanging up, I do, and it's something I haven't gotten, I will try to get it. But for me, I mean, just me speaking, vintage to me is a toy hunt, man. When you find that toy that you didn't have as a kid and it's 40 years old, it looks that clean. That's awesome. I will take this any day over walking in the Target, not finding the figure I'm looking for and ordering it on Amazon. No, I'd rather hunt for this. And like with the options that we have now, we can bid on Whatnot, we can bid on eBay, vintage toy stores. I'm starting to see a lot more toy stores. And that's a hunt for me. Yeah, the car probably did cost $3 black for sure. Aaron, what's up? How are you doing? Nice to see you. I have not seen you for a while. Appreciate you hopping on. Let me hit you a little thunder. Maybe. There we go. Hell yeah. Hey, Aaron. Everybody saying hi to Aaron. Darth Taz, what's up, man? How are you doing? Haven't spoken to you for a while either. I hope you're doing well. Hope everything's good. Yes, nice to see you. Very nice to see you. But yeah, I was just saying, Taz, about the vintage stuff, man. Look at that Firefly. Ain't he freaking sweet? And I also picked up a vehicle off of eBay that I won. Check this out. In case you're running a little late, Taz, check this out. Warhog. Now I just need that Sergeant Slaughter. That's freaking sweet. That is badass. Badass. Taco Bell Rolando. Yeah, that's really about it tonight, guys. I don't have a whole lot to show. I just wanted to show that. I wanted to bitch about HasLab a little bit. Have a beer with you guys. Dark Taz says nice. Yeah, it is, man. It's killer. That thing is killer. That thing is sweet. Like I said, it's missing front part of the grill. And it's missing the 2 missiles. There's 2 yellow missiles that go right here. That's it. And it's missing Sergeant Slaughter, of course. I don't have this Sergeant Slaughter yet, but I will. I will get him soon. He's on my list. He is on my list. Oh, here it is. I was just throwing my Walking Dead stuff, pulling out walkers for future Halloween shots on Instagram. Perhaps I forgot how cool all those figs are. Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. Vintage stuff is cool. Yep. Taz, I was just talking about how I sold all my classified figures in box. All my boxed figures are gone, except for the ones that are up here, my Army Builders. My Army Builders are still there. I still have all the ones out of package. So I still have all the classified figures. I just don't have them all in box anymore. Ton of Walking Dead stuff. Yeah, Walking Dead's sweet, man. Walking Dead is sweet. But I mean, I made good money on selling them. No, I did not yet. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Was that you, Lack? You took the sledgehammer and turned it? Yes, that was awesome. That was awesome. It looked like you were like in a Lowe's. I did see that. I did see that video. Yep, I did see that video. Same Darth Tez, yeah. So you guys got anything you guys want to chat about? Anything going on? I haven't got to tell everybody. I know that. Oh my god. Oh, I'm sorry. Saw your sledgehammer like so big. But I was talking about Cobra Kai earlier, and I know there's some new people on here. I don't know if you guys watch. Anybody watches Cobra Kai? Give me a thumbs up. I watched the end of the 5th season last night, man, and it was fire. Fire. Day, what's up? Rebels No Rules. Yeah. Yeah, Darian. That's my nephew Day. What's up, buddy? Nice to see you, buddy. This dude, Darian, he is a freaking football star. That's him, the one catching the ball with the golden helmet. That's him. He's badass. He is badass. We try to watch every Friday. I missed last Friday. I'm going to try to make it your game this Friday, buddy, for sure. That's when I started collecting toys again with Walking Dead. Then they escalated in Star Wars, Marvel dolls, and everything else. I hoard now. Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. I was hoarding too. Like I had all these extra classified figures, and I was just like, and like money was getting a little tight, and I'm like, let's sell them. You would not believe how much I made on these figures. Negan, yes, Negan was awesome. Negan was awesome. Absolutely. Yeah. So, I probably should. I probably should have kept more of them, but like I was saying, like there's just too many of them, and they actually hogged up my cabinet because it's like the boxes would push the figures out. Like I had the boxes, and then the figures would be in front of them, but it would like push the figures out, and I really didn't even have that much room to display. And I actually have room to display them. There's a mirror back here where I can see the back of them. It's pretty kick ass, and I've got more room for more classified figures when they come out. So it's like I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy with it. Thanks, Ed. Yeah, you're a beast, Ed. You are a beast. Good day, everyone. Darth Music, what's up, man? Let me hit you with a little thunder. Yeah. Yeah, freaking Negan, man. Negan was awesome. Yes, absolutely. Darian says, Ed's my favorite uncle, by the way. Thank you, man. Thank you, Darian. You know what that deserves? That deserves some more thunder. Yeah. Thank you, man. Yes. Day, you rock, bro. You rock. I'll tell you what, man. I've got a video, and next time I do a live, I'll show it. Because I don't have it on my computer. But this kid, he's so athletic. I've got this video where he runs up on his house, okay? He runs up the house, and he does a flip. It looks like he's climbing up the house. He runs up the house, does a backwards flip, lands it with a superhero punch, like Superman punch. It was freaking awesome, like on the ground. It was like superhero. Badass. I wish I had that video on me. I showed you guys. Freaking awesome. He's my favorite rebel. Thank you, Taz. Appreciate that. Like I said, guys, I don't have a lot going on tonight. If anybody wants to hop on, I mean, I can throw it in the chat. You guys want to hop on, just say hey, talk about whatever. If not, I'll probably hop off here pretty soon. Been a long day at work. Holy crap. I am so tired of working. There it is. Right here. If anybody does want to hop on, you guys are more than welcome to hop on. Shoot the shit a little bit. But yeah, I really like the way they display. And I mean, I still want to do some work, on how they display, because I may like kind of counter stack them up. But I like looking at them all, man. And like the way I had it before, the boxes would push them upwards, and like they were like real close to the glass, so it was kind of like they were all just standing straight up. Now I can actually display them a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna open up all my troopers and put them in that cabinet, or maybe do something up here with all the troopers. I don't really know. But I do like the way they look outside a package. So freaking awesome. Freaking awesome, guys. Anybody want to hop on? Hop on, man. We'll shoot a little bit before I hop off. Man, I feel you. I feel you, Aaron. Work is just exhausting. That's why I'm. I tell you what, yeah, I am so freaking tired of working. Dave's Dimension, what's up, buddy? Let me get you with some thunder. Nice to see you, Dave's Dimension. Everybody's saying hi to Dave. Dave, you rock, bro. You rock, man. Your channel is doing awesome, by the way. You're doing a great job, man. You are doing a great job. I wish I had more time to put videos out, but I work all the freaking time, you guys. I work all the time, and then when I'm off work, I DoorDash, and it's like I do too much working, man. I do too much work, and I swear if I hit the lottery, I would be on YouTube every freaking day because I love doing this. It's a great time to do some stuff. Otherwise, you're cool, bro. You're cool. You don't have to hop on. It's fine. If anybody wants to, you guys are more than welcome to. If not, it's cool. I'll paste it one more time. If not, no big deal. I'll probably hop off here pretty soon. Just wanted to say hello to everybody and show off my warthog and show off this awesome Firefly that I think is freaking sweet. And I wanted to bitch and complain a little bit about HasLab. I got to do that. Appreciate that. But I'm positive this week, shake my head. No, man, you're doing a good job, bro. You really are. You really are, man. I know you and me both started around the same time. And you're killing it, buddy. You are killing it. Just a Ghostbuster busting, man. You're doing a good job, bro. You are doing a good job. Proud of you. But yeah, so guys, I'm probably gonna hop off. I'm hoping here in the next few weeks, maybe we can have another Halloween live where we tell true stories, true scary stories. We did last year, and we had lots of guests, and everybody just kind of sat back and told a true ghost story that they knew of or that they experienced. Speaking of ghost stories, why not welcome this guy on real quick? Give me just 1 second. Just 1 second, guys. 1 second, sorry. I have it here somewhere. Maybe not. Here it is.
We're the beautiful. We're the only. I gotta see some serious shit. We saw, we kicked its ass.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, bro? How are you?
Well, you kind of misinterpreted my comments when I said I'm positive, quotation mark, it's you know what.
What's you know what?
What did we go through a pandemic for?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Damn it. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
So I'm actually doing pretty good, actually, considering my asthma and everything. But the wife got it last week from her job, and she's on a rebound from that. But I tested positive yesterday. I did a home test and then did a certified test, and yeah, so I'm out until next Monday. I can return to work, but then I'm masking it up for the next week or so. So no hunting anytime soon.
Well, you take it easy, man. You can always whatnot. You can always sit at home and whatnot.
Yeah. I'm actually right now. I'm actually building some cabinets right now.
Okay.
Bought a couple of those $35 Walmart. No, not Walmart, but Target.
Target. Okay. Okay.
I mean, $35, and these are a lot sturdier than the Walmart ones. So
yeah.
But speaking of that intro,
I haven't seen this one yet.
This is the Doc Brown 1985.
Nice.
My buddy secured it because a lot of the scalpers have been hitting the targets looking for these.
Okay, that's pretty sweet. I dig that. So, that's cool as hell.
So yeah, I'm probably going to try and film something. Probably, I don't know, maybe Saturday or Sunday.
Okay.
Because like yesterday, I kind of forced myself to do a stream. I had to for Quantum Leap. I kind of had to.
Blue Eyes likes Quantum Leap. Blue Eyes is in here. You want to say hi to Dave real quick?
Hi, Dave.
Tell him to get better.
Hey, drunk eyes.
Not today. Not today.
Why not?
But I hope you get better.
Doesn't your husband love you? Jeez.
I know, right?
Hey, she's sporting a hoodie. Why don't you show the hoodie real quick? Dave, have you seen the hoodie yet?
From last week. Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, cool.
Thank you, Dave.
She's wearing it right now. Nobody knows this, but Dave was the first person in the community that got to see this. I sent him a picture of it first before I did the live.
Yeah, I get all the exclusives.
Yeah.
But
no one just says I hear Blue Eyes.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I'm like, even yesterday, my wife, because I tested positive and she was still home another day trying to rest up. And she was like, because I had a temperature of 102.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
And she's like, where do you have all this energy? Because, like, I'm making breakfast. I'm doing all kinds of stuff around the house. And she's like, where do you have all this energy from? Sorry.
You said busting makes me feel good. My dad's actually sick, too. He had a fever this morning. He's right here. He says, I'm doing better. Y'all have a good night. And he had to go to the hospital this morning. Yeah, he had to go to the hospital this morning. And say he's doing better now, but he said it wasn't the vid, but he's still sick. But
yeah, I mean, it's, I don't know what the weather is like for you guys, but when it ships up here in Buffalo,
yeah,
it causes sinus pressure. Like, literally, I keep a bottle of sinus meds at my desk at work and at home all the time. But yeah, I still have a lot to unbox here.
The room's looking good too, man.
Good.
I like them shelves.
But
I like them shelves.
Still working on a few things. Like, I moved my desk into the center of the room, so this is just going to be a couple bookshelves in this space, giving me more space. So we'll see.
How many Hot Toys you got now?
I have 3.
3?
Because we got the Captain America Endgame, Spider-Man 2099, courtesy of JJ, and the Flash I picked up at Steel City Con.
Sweet. I watched that video. Where you ran into sleeping. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, it was. Cool, it's it's fun and it's kind of surreal. You run into people you see.
I was going to ask you about that. Yeah, I've been wanting to ask you about that.
And that's it was fun to like kind of do stuff. And like my wife said, like, she said 2 things. She's like, wow, he's tall.
Yeah.
Wow, she's short.
Yeah, I know. Like when I met Taz, like it was so odd because me and Taz, we talk a lot.
Was he sober?
Yeah, I believe so. I was, because I was driving. But so when I met up with him, it was like 3 seconds, like it felt kind of awkward, but then it was like that was over with. It was so weird. And then it was with AM Dubs, when I met up with him, it was like just a couple seconds, and that was it. And like we were just having a blast. It's just like how you and me are talking right now. It's so weird. It is surreal. Yeah, it's very surreal. Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping to do more stuff maybe sometime next year. But like, I know you said you had a little, airing some gripes with HasLab, but I know in YouTube, and not just in YouTube, like any of us that do any kind of social content creating, whether it's just posting stuff on social media like Facebook or Twitter or whatnot, sometimes that can get stressful. Have you ever heard of T3 Collects?
No.
T3 Collects, actually, if you go on my Instagram, I've been posting on it all week. T3 had me, Sleeping, and a few other YouTubers do we pre-recorded basically a podcast on mental awareness. The different stresses that everyone has, because we're all from different backgrounds, but, there's little things that, can cause stress, whether it's family, loss of loved ones. A lot of us do this not as our living, but as, a hobby. But we kind of want that hobby to be as good as it can be. You don't want to, if you're, let's say you're grilling, right? You're not just going to cook a hot dog where it's good enough. Or a steak. You want it to be the best tasting ever because you want to see that smile on a person's face. that's pretty much, that's why we try to do as much as we can. But sometimes that can take a mental tear on you. I mean, how many people that we know, I'm not going to say names, that will often need to take a break. I mean, there's been plenty of times where I've canceled my streams because, well, maybe work has me run down and I don't want that carrying over to a stream or a video,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But
you're right. You definitely got a point there.
That is going to drop tomorrow.
Okay.
T3 collects, he does the Overgrown Third Graders podcast.
Okay.
They do a lot of toy reviews. It's several guys that get together. They had a late night live stream last night, but he's dropping the video, I want to say 6 p.m. tomorrow.
Okay.
But you go on my Instagram, and I'm sure Sleeping probably has it on his as well, or just look up T3 Collects on YouTube, and you'll see when it comes out tomorrow. He already has.
I will. I'd like to see that.
But yeah, I mean, it's probably like maybe hour and a half to 2 hours, but it's just a bunch of us talking about like some of the stresses and what we do, and because it's Mental Awareness Month, and I mean, you could have stress from keeping your car running to just doing your job to everyday things, and
I understand. I agree.
I mean, and am I stressed out with this? Honestly, I'm not, because I've been in and out of hospitals all my life, and I just know that this is not going to stop me, and it hasn't stopped me.
No, you're tough.
Me getting COVID was my wife's worst fear, because my asthma, my health history, and
you got those, bro. You got those.
Those are all valid concerns, but it's.
No, you got those. You'll kick its ass.
Sure. I mean, I'm putting together some bookshelves right now.
Yeah. Yep.
That I carried in from the outside, so
Yep. Vader's girl, hello. I wanted to say hi to you. I see that you just hopped on.
Hey, Kat. Hey, Muzza.
Rolando says T3 Collects. Yeah, he loves T3 Collects. Okay. Art G, what's up, man? Nice to see you. Nice to see you, my friend.
Rolando. See, I'm convinced that Rolando. Now, I call myself Dave's Dimension, but I think Rolando is like an eternal. He is some kind of celestial, because he's on every damn stream I see, no matter what. So, last night at like 2 in the morning, 1 or 2. No, it's like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Left Coast was doing a pre-show for Andor, and Rolando was there.
That's awesome.
I stayed up that entire time, and I'm like, seriously, Rolando doesn't sleep.
Yeah,
I'm convinced that Rolando is some kind of otherworldly being.
He definitely supports everybody's streams. Yeah, for sure.
And he's in everywhere at once.
Yeah.
So, and by the way, I'm not gonna air my gripes about the HasLab, because you don't want me going there.
Let me ask you this, Dave. Do you think that we're letting Hasbro kind of teach us how to be treated? I know that, like my parents used to tell me, like not to put up with people's crap, because you're kind of letting them, you're kind of like teaching them to let you, feel like crap or whatever. And it's like, I kind of feel like that with HasLab. It's like, I haven't sponsored one yet, but if we keep sponsoring them, or is that what they're going to keep doing?
Give me 1 second, very quickly. I gotta.
You're good. Go ahead, bro.
Yell at a cat very quickly.
Yell at him. You're good. Thank you, Lack. That's how I feel, bro. I really do. Yep, I really do. Yep. Yeah, everybody complains.
Sorry about that. Oh, as far as Hasbro, this is the problem. The problem is that, yes, Hasbro is getting away with murder. They're getting away with, if you've been in the desert, or let's say you haven't eaten in days, I could give you cat food. I could give you dog food. If you haven't eaten, you're going to eat whatever we give you.
For sure.
That's Hasbro.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. There could be a strong number of us that say, you know what, I'm not going to go in on this. This is crap. This is mistreatment. I'm not going to go for this. But guess what? Somebody out there's going to be plenty of people who still will, and Hasbro will not get the message. The only way they're going to get the message is if everyone stopped it. But that's never going to happen.
Yeah.
Unless if they had several fails of HasLabs in a row.
Yeah.
They have to have several fails in a row before they'll start to get the message. But also, each brand has its own HasLab team, right?
Right.
You get like the Ghostbusters, the Proton Pack.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the first time they've done any kind of Ghostbuster thing like that. But that's a one-off. There has been any other HasLabs to go with it, like a Ghost Trap or PKE or none of that.
Yeah.
Star Wars. Pretty much the Star Wars HasLabs, I mean, after the Rancor.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the fact, I mean, Razor Crest was technically a success.
Yeah.
But it wasn't to the fans because they blew up the ship right afterwards.
Yeah. That was almost like a kick in the balls for the people that bought that,
And I'm glad I did not go in on that.
Yeah.
You know? But I mean, that's the thing is, okay, the Rancor failed. Reba's Saber failed, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's two. That's two Star Wars. Okay. But that damn car, $350, which was the price of my Proton Pack. Okay?
Yeah.
The price of a Ghostbusters Proton Pack with all the extras that we're getting, $350 plus tax and shipping. Okay? So there's that.
Yeah.
And you're going to give us like a little car that fits, a 6-inch figure. I mean, one person made a really good comment. Like, if it was an RC car that you could fit the figure into.
Yeah, that'd be different.
And you could maybe trigger the light effects on and off. Like, that would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be something you might have people considering.
Right.
But I'm sorry, if it's supposed to be HasLab, it should be perfectly detailed.
Yeah.
The underside of the car has no paint apps whatsoever. I mean, sure, a lot of us can do some dry brushing and add some of those apps ourselves, but if we're paying $350, we shouldn't have to.
Right.
That trunk doesn't look like a trunk. It looks like a rectangle box. It's just a storage case.
Yeah.
That's all that trunk is. It doesn't have, it doesn't show the lines of the wheel wells or anything like you would see in a regular car. So, and like some of the front grille and everything, that should look more metallic and not just like it's a plastic gray. Like we see a lot of the props or a lot of the figures, some of their accessories will have that molded gray.
Mm-hmm.
It should have more of a metal finish, especially for it being a HasLab. I mean,
sure.
You can't throw like argent silver paint on it or anything like that. I mean, that kind of throws it off. The only saving grace with that is, I can use this with other figures. I can throw Wolverine in there.
Yeah.
I could throw civilian Wolverine in there. I could throw Blade in there because it looks similar to Blade's Charger, not 100%. So there is some versatility, but even at $250, that's a hard pass at me. Even if you took $100 off, that would be a hard pass for me.
Yeah.
I mean, we can argue Sky Striker is a different story. It's a good size. It's a good size craft, and it's something that brings back memories. This is like, we're going now. Let's be honest. Ghost Rider is pretty well known, but not as well known as other characters or other brands.
True.
So people that don't know Ghost Rider, and the only way they mass media might know Ghost Rider is Nick Cage from the movie. Okay. Right. He has a motorcycle. What do you mean he has a car? I never saw him in a car.
Exactly.
Well, unless you watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., we had, but I mean, other than that.
And the face sculpt for the not the Ghost, like the Ghost Rider where his face isn't on fire.
Yeah.
It looks so cartoony, man. I thought his face was really cartoony.
It does. I mean, it looks like if he did like if he did a cartoon.
Maybe.
Well, there's been different ones like in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the kind of like the weird kind of like shaping of the face.
Yeah.
That was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and there's been different iterations of Ghost Rider, so they have had different looks to them.
Right.
But I mean, if they did like one of the stretch goals we knew was going to be a motorcycle, that would open people up to say, "Yeah, I'll jump on this." But what's the first stretch goal we get? Was it Mephisto? And that's at 12,000.
Yeah, that's dude.
Come on. You're gonna make the fans wait until 12,000. You're not gonna meet your goal. You know, make it 9 or even 10. You know,
to me that car looks like something that car looks like something that should be in a store, man. I mean, have you seen those Fortnite, like that Fortnite truck and some of those other vehicles? That's what it reminds me of. And I'm like, that car needs to be in a store. That don't need to be a HasLab, like for sure. Like really?
No, I'll give you one better.
Okay.
3D printing.
Yeah.
Okay. A person could design a car, get an image of a car, create a 3D model of it, print out the pieces, and they can even they have translucent PLA, which is what they use for 3D printing, PLA plastic. You can get translucent. Hey, M-Dubs, you can get a translucent one. You can get translucent plastic and put in little LEDs. If you're crafty enough, you can make those effects yourself.
Yeah.
For less than $350.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's
for sure.
And you know, by the time we see them, there's a small store here in Buffalo called That 80s Toy Shop. They have a few of the HasLabs. They had Jabba's barge.
Yep.
And they had the Razor Crest. And they had Sentinel. And the price they're charging on that is probably maybe 2.5 times what it originally cost. You know,
that's another thing, man. A lot of people buy them to flip them, you know. And
well, yeah, I mean, you can order so many, and hey, if you got the money, more power to you. You buy 2, so that now you've already paid for, you know,
you like get one for free,
and you'll probably make your money back maybe times 2 in some cases.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
I mean, my whole thing, I have bad luck when it comes to pre-orders, anyways. Yeah. So for me to decide to go on the Proton Pack last year, that was a big decision. Like, I was like, 1, figuring out the finances, and 2 was like, well, you know, how is this going to be? Because it's not like we're going to see it ahead of time. Is it going to be good in person?
Yeah.
You know, those are little things that really, you know, kind of mess with your head a little bit.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Now let me ask you this: speaking of HasLabs, if you could have your choice of any brand, what would you want the next HasLab to be, and what would you want it to be?
Tell you what, my favorite vehicle, and a lot of people don't know this either. So it would be G.I. Joe for one. But the Dragonfly, the Dragonfly, the Wild Bill flew. That was my favorite vehicle. I never had it as a kid. I have it now up here. But I think that would be a badass 6-inch figure vehicle.
Oh, so you want 6-inch scale?
Yeah, yeah. Wild Bill figure, sweet Wild Bill.
Have they done Wild Bill?
What's that?
Have they done Wild Bill yet?
No.
Now, given how the classified figures look, how Eco-Edition, like, to me, I still can't get over how badass and mean Bazooka looks like.
Yeah.
You know, imagine, I think, an updated Wild Bill. I'm imagining kind of like a cross between, I'm thinking kind of Chuck Norris, Walker, Texas Ranger, almost like.
Yeah, I think they could definitely make him tough looking. Yeah.
You know, like something like a cross between him and like Chris Christopherson, kind of like just, I don't know, like some cross between those two. But yeah,
Dragonfly chopper like original. You know what I mean? Like an actual military looking chopper. You know. Yeah. But have all the LEDs and everything in it. That'd be dope.
Well, imagine like the LEDs that they could do. Like if they included a small motor for the Gatling gun.
Oh yeah. Dude.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Like they could have like a small little LED, almost like a laser that shoots out, so it simulates the fire.
Yeah.
From the gun, you know. I mean, there's stuff that I'm sure they could do. And
you know, one of the things it had was a rope that would come down, and you could pick up a vehicle. Yep. Or you pick up a figure,
like a winch or something.
You can have like a button. Yeah, you can have like a button to push, and that rope pulls up by itself. You know what I mean? Like that would be badass. Stuff like that. Yeah.
I mean, even Kenner's Ecto 2, the helicopter, has a little trigger on it for the whites to pull things up. I mean, there's stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
that'd be tight.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I would probably do that one for sure. Yeah. What about you?
Well, mine is kind of a given. It would be Ghostbusters.
The Ecto
1? No.
Okay.
Because I mean, we have the Kenner Ecto 1, a plasma.
There could be a badass one, man. They can make a badass one.
They did a plasma series Ecto 1, which wasn't to scale.
Okay.
And that was a disappointment because it's not to scale with the figures.
Did the doors open and stuff on that?
Yes.
I vaguely remember. It looked like it was dirty, right?
It was
Yeah, I vaguely remember it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's tight. That is very cool.
I mean, it's got the faint rust on the sides. On some of them, they had a lot of caked up brown, but I used a little bit of acetone to kind of clean that up because it looks like this in the movie.
How much was that, Dave?
This is like $39.
Now check this out, okay? This is what I'm trying to say. Hold on a minute. Let me make you big for just a minute. Hold on a second, buddy. Give me just 1 second. Now you guys look at this vehicle. This is badass. It's very cool.
Now see the door opens up.
That is sweet.
See, it looks rusted on the inside.
That's badass.
You got the gunner's chair that kind of comes out. But as you can see, I mean, this is not the scale with the figures.
Right.
I mean, it's nice. It's a nice little display piece. I think there should have been a little bit more rust weathering on here, which I'm actually thinking of doing myself a little bit.
And you said that was $40. $40.
This is like $40. There was technically 2 versions of it. One that had more it looked like more like mud on the front. It's supposed to simulate like a burn on here. And again, instead of having aluminum or like a little paint effect, they just had that plastic gray. That's Hasbro's little go-to measure.
Now let's say instead of $40, let's say that was $140. And it had all the little bells and whistles in it, lights, all that kind of stuff. That would be worth $140, I would think.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. And these HasLabs are doing this stuff for like $350, man. It's like I know it's 6 scale, 6 inch.
Well, for Ghostbuster fans, that's nothing. That's a drop in the bucket for a Ghostbuster fan because the Ecto Lego, Ecto 1 for Afterlife, that was $200. Yeah. No lights or anything included with that. You know, but it had function like you could pull or you push a little mechanism and the side door would open up and the gunner seat would pop out, you know.
That's cool, dude. That's killer.
But my thing is I would like to have it wouldn't be like one item HasLab, it'd be a bundle. I think the next Ghostbusters HasLab, if they ever did one, you gotta have a combination of the trap. I mean, you can start off with the trap itself. The trap with an actual working pedal mechanism.
Okay. Yeah.
Mattel had a trap years ago.
Yeah, it was air powered, right? Like
No. We're talking early 2000s.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking like back when we were kids.
No. I know what you're talking about. The Kenner ones.
Yeah.
So you can find some of those, not exactly in 100% shape, but you can find them on eBay.
Oh yeah.
But a working one with LEDs and everything, and maybe as stretch goal, maybe they throw a PK meter.
Okay, all right.
You know, or you could have it. I mean, depending on the cost of the traps. I mean, the Walmart traps were like maybe $30 or $40, and I made one where I modified it.
Okay.
And put a heavy duty metal, like what you would see in a workshop, kind of like emergency stop pedal.
Okay.
And I rigged that to it, and I use that. It's not screen accurate, the pedal.
Yeah.
But I use it at a lot of my events, and it works. It triggers the trap to open up and close.
That's kick ass. That's cool.
I mean, that doesn't cost $100 to do. Just saying.
Dave Dodd, what's up? He says, Dave, are you on the toilet?
No, I'm not. I have my skin cancer.
That would be funny though. Hey Ed, what's up, man?
Yeah, I keep all my toys in the toilet with me. Yeah, Nathan.
You've just got a really cool restroom. That's what.
Hey, I got a pretty big bathroom, you know?
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, and I keep my computer here too. How's that?
Thank you, man.
But no, like a bundle of, maybe a bundle if they could keep the cost down, because obviously they wouldn't be using metal parts for the trap. It would all be plastic, let's be honest. To keep the cost down, you could have a trap, a PK meter, and ecto goggles. And I mean, you can buy the Spear Halloween trap without the foot pedal mechanism.
Right.
The trap itself that you wear is like, an accessory, and it does have batteries that allows you to open it and close it. There's a little switch. I mean, you're talking that's probably maybe $40 or $50. Okay. You can get a set of ecto goggles through Spirits, which do light up. They have a small little light mechanism. Yeah. So you get a green glow inside your ecto goggles. That's probably $39. And a PKE meter, you can get that probably for about maybe $16 or $20.
Okay.
And you've seen my videos before. You've seen some of my streams where I've talked about and I showed off those props. My ghost traps that I've shown you, those are Spirit or Walmart. Okay. The Walmart one is basically modeled after the Spirits, except it's under a different brand and they added a pedal mechanism to it. That's the only difference. Same thing with the PK meter and the ecto goggles. I just did a paint mod on it, added a few additional pieces here and there. And I mean, if someone who does cosplay can do that on their own, Hasbro, for maybe $300 or $400, you can give us a bundle of those.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They can even do it as, Ghostbusters: The Next Generation bundle. Setting up for the new movie being filmed under the title Firehouse. Outside of that, actually, I think that the HasLab, I think some of us fans kind of want, this is going back to Star Wars.
Yeah.
Is okay, don't just offer us up a lightsaber. Offer us up a lightsaber that we can assemble ourselves. Very much like I've seen people who go to Disney, who go to Galaxy's Edge, and they do the building the lightsaber. I mean, my favorite lightsaber is Obi-Wan and Luke's from Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
I mean, how many people would like to have either had that experience of maybe building Luke's replacement lightsaber, with the kyber crystal and everything? I think that would be a cool experience. Or maybe as a big Star Wars fan, you don't even have it assembled. You just have the pieces on display.
That would be sweet. That'd be dope. I'd like that. I would like that.
A build your own, lightsaber, not customizable like Galaxy's Edge, but maybe an iconic one. But you actually do some assembly of yourself, or you can actually take the crystal out, something like that, a little bit extra. But I mean,
maybe make it kind of difficult, to put this thing together. And like, if you put it together wrong and you turn it on, it makes like a different humming noise or something. Like you've got to put it together the right way, kind of like a Lego kit or something.
Like if you put it in the wrong way, well, that's the thing with the Spangler wands for Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
there's 3 switches that you have to hit. If you don't hit them in the right sequence, it won't start up. It's a safety feature.
Sweet.
Okay. The thing is, though, Hasbro charges way too damn much for the sabers as they are right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, they do.
For one.
They do.
So one, I can't see them legitimately doing that, and 2, take a look at Reva's lightsaber. That looked like a plastic piece of crap.
Yeah.
I mean, when the promo images make it look plastic, and I get that that's not the end result, but when your promo images make it look very cheap, like you can see the plastic seam lines.
Yeah.
That's a big no for me.
All the ones I have are older ones, and they're from Master Replica. You remember Master Replica?
No.
Yeah,
I'm not familiar with that.
It was a lightsaber company, and this is like Mace Windu's. But man, they look killer. I mean, this is old too. This is super old.
Aren't those the ones GameStop sold it well.
GameStop did sell them for a while,
Yeah.
but then they make like the Black Series ones, and I do have one Black Series one. It's Kylo Ren's, but like the handle does feel kind of cheesy. Like it doesn't feel like these hard metal sabers.
See, that's why, like, if I get myself a saber, one, I know I'm not going to go to Disney anytime soon,
Right.
so that's out of the books. But like, honestly, I've thought about like going through like Ultra Sabers, or there's a few different companies like that, getting something that's like a stock version of theirs, and then just doing some, doing some well, like one idea I had was I always like the color blue.
Yeah.
I would go with like a green blade, mind you, but maybe I'll do like a like blue hockey tape, the grip tape on the actual hilt of the saber itself, or maybe taking my whatchamacallit. Oh God, I'm blanking on it.
You're all right.
My rotary.
You know what that is? That's the COVID fog.
No, that's just my brain switch seized. But no, like taking like a rotary tool and just kind of scraping it up, because one, we always see the lightsabers look perfect, right?
Yeah.
They always look perfect, flawless. Well, if these, the Jedi's and the Sith are these great warriors, you figure there should be some battle damage, some wear and tear.
For sure.
I'm a big fan of weathering.
Yeah.
Making it look like it's been used. That's my whole thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think like that kind of experience, I think would be amazing.
Yeah.
For a toy manufacturer, for a collection manufacturer to do something like that, to be able to offer like an experience like that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
One, something like that would make everybody forget Rancor. What?
Yeah.
Razor Crest. What? I mean,
I'd be into that. Like I'd be into building one of them lightsabers like that.
Yeah, I mean, but also there might be some issues with the licensing that maybe Galaxy's Edge has the legitimate market on. Okay, this kind of experience, we have it on lock. We're not going to release it to anyone else.
Right.
So there's that as well. But I mean, if they would just step it up, because I mean, like I said, Reva's saber looks so cheap and plastic.
Yeah.
I mean, that in itself is, that's going to be a hard no. You give me Darth Maul's saber, and it can split into two.
Yes.
And you make it look like it's metal, even if it's not really metal, but you give it that look, and the paint's not going to wear away.
Yeah.
A year or two down the line, I would definitely jump on something like that.
Darth Musa says that he has the dark saber, and that's well made and it's heavy. That's cool. That's cool. I wouldn't mind having a dark saber. That's pretty sweet.
Well, that means he rules Mandalore then. See,
that's true. That's true. That's true. Yep.
But
yeah, that'd be cool, man. I'd be into building one. I think that'd be awesome.
I mean, I think the experience, but I mean, you got to think like, okay, Star Wars has a Star Wars brand. One, Black Series, there's been a lot of criticism with their choice of figures, right? Mm-hmm. We're not going to say Black Chrysanthem. The tarred and feathered Chewbacca without the feathers. I mean, they have had there's this, I don't know if, there's been people, I've seen people on YouTube doing videos, the downfall Black Series, why Black Series is failing. And if Hasbro is not listening, they're going to start losing. I mean, right now, the only successful Star Wars we have going on is Disney Plus.
Yeah, that's true.
If it wasn't for Disney Plus, for those shows, I seriously think Star Wars would be fading into the ether. I mean, right now, even Star Trek has a lot of criticism right now.
Yeah.
They're kind of regurgitating things. Okay, I'm a fan of Star Trek Picard. I love that. I love Star Trek New Strange Worlds. But there is a lot of, there's a little over inclusion of things at times, but I love that stuff. I still love any kind of Star Trek or any kind of Star Wars I can get. I'm on it. But right now, I think one of the biggest like sci-fi franchises right now, and it's not really being marketed, is the Orville. Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
The Orville was, it's thing is, like, we don't have sci-fi like we used to.
Right.
You know, when we grew up, it was, you know, we had Dukes of Hazzard, we had Knight Rider, we had Airwolf, we had,
Airwolf,
you know,
yes.
we had there were
18.
shows like Blue Thunder. We had sci-fi shows in the '90s like Time Tracks and
Quantum Leap.
Quantum Leap, of course, Sliders.
Yeah.
A friend of mine in California actually built the slider remote, the timer.
Nice.
It lights up, and I'm like, dude, if you ever want to sell it, just name your price. Tell me which candy you want. It's on your way. But I mean, like, we didn't have that stuff back then. I mean, like Power Rangers right now. I have the Legacy Morpher that came out in the early 2000s. Now, if I were there and I handed you that Morpher and a Lightning Collection Morpher, I'd bet $1 million you would say, give me the Legacy, because it's made of die cast. It has that weight.
Nice.
You know,
very nice.
It feels like it's real. Lightning Collection, it feels so light and cheap and plastic, and it's not even funny.
Yeah.
You know, in fact, I still have an extra Lightning Collection Morpher still in box. And I'm debating doing this as a giveaway, or maybe I'm going to open it up and I'm going to modify it, possibly into a Master Morpher.
Weather it a little bit and stuff. That'd be kind of cool.
Well, I always wanted to make a Master Morpher, because like 3 or 4 years ago, the Power Rangers series, they brought Tommy back, but he had a Master Morpher that lets him change into any of his previous Ranger forms.
Oh, wow.
And that's technically canon, because there was even a book, I think it was called Soul of the Dragon, where his son was now working with Power Rangers SPD in the future. He's like Old Man Tommy, like Old Man Logan.
Yeah.
And his Master Morpher is all cracked and damaged, but he goes on a mission to find his son, who's missing. And he's using his powers, and each power is draining and draining and draining each time he uses it.
Yeah. That's kind of cool.
It's actually a pretty good book. Yeah, you can find it on Amazon. It's actually a pretty good graphic novel.
Well, before I forget, Dave, now that I have you on here, have you seen previews to Winchester yet?
I saw a quick preview.
Yeah.
Earlier.
I want to know what your thoughts are on it.
I have to rewatch it because I only saw like it was like a quick 5-second image.
Yeah.
I couldn't
There's
make out
a little trailer. Like I watched a little trailer last night on YouTube.
Because I saw like it shows like Dean talking about his parents.
Yep.
And then you see like obviously they go in with different actors than what they had in the show.
Yeah.
Because
well, they're younger and
in Supernatural, Dean and Sam actually went back and met their mother when she was younger before she had her.
I don't know if I remember that one.
Yeah. Dean met her twice. So they went with a different actor.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm not sure what time this is taking place. Is this going to be like the 80s, or is it the 70s, or when is going to take place? But I can't tell if it was her fighting with someone else taking down a demon, or if it was her and
her dad,
their father, John. So,
John.
I mean, that will change the whole mythos, because as far as we know, John knew nothing about hunting until she died.
So that must not be John, then. Yeah.
So, I mean,
okay.
I mean, they can do it as a prequel. They can retcon that maybe by the end of the series, his memory was wiped and then he forgets all about the hunting.
Yeah, they could do something like that. Yeah.
I
mean, what do
hell,
you think? So you did see that little trailer. Did you get a feel for it? I mean, were you like, this is going to be good, or?
I think I need more than 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I think
you're a big
more than 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I actually just re-binged it.
Nice.
I just re-binged it, and it took me a couple weeks.
Do you like Cobra Kai?
Oh yeah. Oh, Cobra Kai was awesome.
Did you watch season 5? Have you seen season 5?
Yeah.
Bro, I just finished it last night.
Me and the wife, we binged it.
I'm so glad that you watched it. I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but tell me that last episode wasn't kick ass. Oh my god.
Oh, that scene, yes. You know what I'm talking about.
There was a couple scenes that were that scene, I feel.
The Terry Silver scene between him and Daniel.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yep.
Like that was like
God. And
Man.
his wife saying, "Do what you need to do, Daniel." I was like, "Oh
Yeah,
shit!"
there's
I was
that,
like,
but,
"It's
like-
going down. It's going down." And you know
But, like-
what? Like a lot of people kind of say that he's not a great actor. I think
Who?
he is. Danielson, the kid who.
Ralph Macchio.
Thank you. You know he's almost 60 years old.
Oh yeah,
Did you know that?
he
But
old,
you know,
he's old as hell, but he looks good for his age.
I think he's a great actor, and the reason why I'm saying that is because he had fear in his eyes every time Silver would confront him alone. You
Yeah.
know what I'm talking about. When he would confront him
Yeah.
alone throughout the season, like in the steam room, for instance. He looks
Yeah.
scared shitless. He looked like a kid who was going up against a bully. And then that last episode,
Well, I mean,
I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but that last episode, his face changed. So you know what?
Yeah.
I'm not scared of shit. I'm gonna whoop your ass. You know, and
Well,
it was like that was so awesome, dude.
I'll say something that will be as vague as possible about it to
right.
protect everybody. But
All right.
one, maybe Ralph Macchio isn't the greatest actor in the world, but you have to take anyone who has criticism about him has to take one thing, and they have to acknowledge this whether they want to or not. One, he played Daniel LaRusso in 3 motion pictures of The Karate Kid.
Yeah.
And he's also revisited Daniel LaRusso in the past 5 seasons of Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you played a character in the 80s, you revisit it all throughout the 80s, then you come back and revisit it. I mean, that's like if you ask Michael J. Fox, if his health permitted, to, do something that was Marty McFly, he would be able to pick it up. Just like Christopher Lloyd has picked up Doc Brown. I mean,
Oh yeah, for sure.
if there's a character that you originate,
Yeah.
and that character's mannerisms are yours because it was you and your head or your thing.
Yeah, that was your.
So I mean, yeah, he's going to be able to pick up because he was bullied.
Yeah.
He was bullied.
He did such a
and,
great job, dude. I loved it. I loved it.
I mean, wasn't he also in was it Outsiders?
He was an Outsiders, very young. Yep.
I mean, so he was surrounded by a lot of very good actors.
Pony
just
Boy,
because
was he Pony Boy?
What was that?
I think he was Pony Boy.
Yeah.
Outsiders.
I mean, just because he didn't have a prolific career, like after Karate Kid, what's his next most famous role that he played?
Yeah.
My Cousin Vinny.
Yeah.
He didn't get all that recognition, but just because you don't get recognition, I mean, you can have someone who's the greatest hero in the world, but if you never saw their face, people wouldn't know that, right?
Right.
But I liked how that's one thing about Cobra Kai. I like that now. Daniel was kind of the bully when he came across Johnny.
Yeah.
And for once, we had the bully we felt bad for and we were rooting for.
Yeah.
And we were kind of like, wow, Daniel's a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he had that confidence, because he had beaten Johnny. He had the confidence, you know what I mean? And
Well, I mean, yeah, not only did he beat Johnny, I mean, he beat Chosen. He beat Mike Barnes, and him and Miyagi defeated Silver. And let's be honest, like you were talking about, like the fear Daniel had every time he comes across Silver. And then
now, not with the other, like when he was in a group, he didn't really act like that as much. But him by himself, man, it looked like, he was scared.
I think part of that is one, he felt like he had to kind of, like he was the leader.
Yeah.
But when no one's around, because he has to kind of be strong for everyone else.
Yeah.
It's not like he's being strong for himself; he's being strong for everybody else.
Right.
There was that.
Right.
But that final scene that you and I both know.
Yes.
Tell me now. See, that wasn't Daniel. That was him being Miyagi.
Yeah. Yep.
That was him. He there was no hesitation in what he said.
I want to say, the lessons that he was repeating in his head.
Yes.
Oh, dude, that was so awesome. That was fire, man. I loved it. It was great.
You guys who are watching this right now, you'll know what we talk about when you see that scene.
Oh man, it's so good.
I mean, that scene alone was just.
And then there was a Johnny scene that I really liked a lot.
Which one?
I don't want to ruin it for everybody. I'm gonna say, oh, where'd you go, Dave? Okay, I don't
I'm
want to
here.
ruin it for anybody, but I'm gonna tell you, and you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay,
Yeah.
the ultrasound picture. Dude, oh shit! Fire, right? Fire.
Yeah.
That's why I said there was more than one, like moment. Like that moment was pretty damn good.
Let's be honest. From season 1 to season 5, a lot of the characters changed.
Yeah.
I mean, Johnny found more balance. Like he's still not the brightest bulb in the box, mind you, but
Johnny's definitely my favorite, man.
Robbie,
Yeah.
Robbie did a lot of growing. Sam, I'm just not a big fan of Sam.
Man, me neither. Me neither. I say that to Blue Eyes all the time. We're watching. I'm like, I don't know what it is about her. I'm like, I'm just not hip with her. Yeah.
But I don't want to give anything away to people, but Daniel's wife, her cousin.
Yeah.
See, that just, I don't know. That's really weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And do you know who she really is in real life?
No.
Robin Lively. She is sister to Blake Lively.
Okay. I know what you're talking about.
So she's Ryan Reynolds' sister-in-law.
That's insane. That's insane.
But like anyone who's a big '80s fan, she did a movie called Teen Witch, and she appeared in a bunch of different '80s TV shows and movies back then.
Now let me ask you this. I'm trying not to ruin it. What about the first Silver fight that was in the last episode, where he fought a certain sensei?
And I was worried.
What do you think of that fight scene?
I was like,
it was choreographed well too, like where they were like in the pool, like their feet were in the pool, and like just like the way it went, the lighting, everything was badass.
For a second, I thought Silver.
Me too.
Man. I'm like, but I was.
Yeah. I really like that character too that Silver was fighting. Like he's been hilarious.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
he's been hilarious.
Well,
yeah, he's a good character.
I mean, it's unfortunately that fight has been leaked on YouTube, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny that just about almost all of Daniel's enemies became his allies.
Yeah. I loved it. I mean, I loved it, dude. Like we were watching the whole season. Like we're kind of trying to binge watch it every night. We watch parts of it. And last night we watched the final episode of that season, and I was like, "Oh my god, this was fire, so good."
It makes you wonder. So, what happens with season 6?
Well, I really want to talk about it.
Well, no, because I mean, that's gonna open up a whole new universe.
I have an idea about that.
Well, I think it's going to open up a whole new universe, but there's also another loose end we have to contend with.
Yeah, I know. I love that too. Jello. Jello, right?
And
I'm trying to root for everybody, but Jello, yeah. Dude, man, it was awesome. I loved it.
Well, hey, if I don't know what kind of moratorium you want to give on it, but if you ever want to do a stream where we talk about those scenes,
I would love to do that.
Without the spoiler warnings, let me know.
Let's do that. Let's do that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, well, see, here's the thing, like, what kind of good shows do we have to look forward to right now? Because Stranger Things, it ain't going to be coming out to what, 2024 maybe?
Yeah, that ended well too. I like that. Yeah.
That's probably also the same kind of time frame we might be looking at Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
I mean, really, there's not a whole lot of really good shows going on right now.
Have you watched Andor yet on Disney?
No. I watched the first 20. I watched the first 20 minutes of it.
Yeah, I wonder if that's gonna be good.
I stayed up last night. I was on Left Coast's pre-game stream, his pre-show stream, and because I mean, you're talking. I was probably up until 3 or so in the morning, so I started to kind of doze off. But no, I mean, doze off because I was just completely tired. But no, from what I saw, I'm digging this. It's actually
cool.
showing like the first 20 or 20 or so minutes of it, of episode 1. It's showing me like, okay, because I didn't really read the novel, so I don't know of Cassian from any novels, comic books.
Right.
I only know him from Rogue One.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm getting a sense of a different Cassian here, or obviously a Cassian before things got very dark. Okay. So far, I mean, from what I saw in the first 20 minutes, I'm getting kind of a good vibe. And I found out that I guess the executive producer or whatever were behind the Bourne Identity movies.
Okay.
So that just cranks up the anticipation up to 11 right there.
Yeah.
Because I love the Bourne Identity, Bourne Supremacy. I loved all the Bourne movies. So I mean, if they can bring that kind of energy to Andor, I mean, it's going to be a done deal. I mean, we've never seen espionage, like actual spy or secret agents type stuff in the Star Wars universe in mass media. That is, maybe in the books, yes.
Yeah.
But in mass media, no. So I think a lot of people are like, well, we're not really, we don't see any references to Jedi or Sith, or we're not seeing like any major plot points. We don't have to.
True. Yeah.
And yeah, just because we know where and how Cassian ends up doesn't mean we don't have a whole story that we can see. You know, I mean, once upon a time, people thought that way about Star Wars, but we got the prequel trilogy.
True.
Was it the best thing in everyone's mind? No, but it opened up the world. It opened up the scope. We got a little bit more into it, and we kind of learned a little bit more of that.
I was like, that was
Solo.
Like, a lot of people didn't like Solo, and I loved Solo. I thought it was great.
Solo I loved.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
And I'm going to throw this out there, and anyone could roll their eyes at me, but hey, what's to say that we don't see Cassian run into certain syndicates? I don't know. Yeah. What's to say we don't see a younger Boba Fett learning the ways of bounty hunting with Cad Bane? Who's to say we don't see something like that, or just in passing?
Yeah.
What if you see Boba Fett that like trips over something? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
And there's a whole world we can see. I mean,
how many is it going to be a full series, or what? Do you know much about it?
I'm not sure, but I know they just dropped 3 episodes at once, so it's like it's a whole cinematic experience. We're getting a nice, good movie. So I mean, I'm gonna probably watch it. Probably tomorrow. I'm probably gonna watch the 3 episodes. But I mean, there's so much. I mean, Star Wars isn't just Star Wars, okay? You can be hopping from planet to planet, but hey, it's like James Bond. You can hop from country to country, right? You can do that. I mean, it's there's a whole. I think this if the episodes are consistent and it grabs everyone, I think this can open a whole new subgenre to Star Wars.
Yeah, for sure.
Much more content we can have.
For sure.
I still would love to see Old Republic.
Yeah, I would
like
too.
the Knights of Old Republic. I would love to see maybe even. I still say I want a Vader series.
Yeah,
Vader just after he's put in his new suit. Maybe he's conflicted over, killing the younglings, the loss of Padme. Like he's still, trying to find, his place. That you can't tell me that he's just gonna scream like he did at the end of Revenge of the Sith, and not have questions, not have resentment, not have doubt in himself.
Because he's convinced that he killed her. The Emperor convinced him. What I would like to see? I'd like to see Shadows of the Empire. I would like to see that somehow. I'd like for them to make that somehow. I remember reading that book. I mean, I was young, but I remember reading it.
Who's to say they don't make an animated of it?
They could. They absolutely
You know?
could. They absolutely could.
I'm not necessarily Bad Batch animation style, but maybe something a little bit more, I don't know, CGI, more
CGI. Yeah, for sure.
CGI-esque, something like that. I mean, so many people want that, or they want, Force Unleashed?
Oh yes, Force Unleashed.
I mean, and we all know, I forget his name right now, the actor who voiced him.
Yeah, I know you're talking. You play Doomsday in Smallville. I can't think of the guy's name for shit.
He played in
they made his
Smallville.
face look just like that. I mean, he could definitely play the character.
He basically played himself, and he also was in Supergirl. He played a bad guy in Supergirl for one season too. But like, he was also in Being Human on Sci-Fi, the US version, not the UK version. But like, I'm sure he would be down for it because I know he was voicing Darth Maul.
Darth Maul. Yeah.
Yeah. Because like every time he's at an event, people always want him to say Kenobi. Yes. So I mean, I'm sure he would be down for it.
That would be kick ass.
I mean, and you know what? You could do an animation. You can do an animated story like that, and maybe not have it geared towards the kids.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A bit more violence. A bit. It's like.
Dude, Todd McFarlane did that with Spawn. He had the HBO. I don't know if you remember the HBO series.
God, that's
awesome.
That's still underrated, if you ask me.
Yes, that was awesome. I remember that. That was kick ass. Yeah.
Because I mean, look, other shows have done that kind of a concept. There were lost episodes of Doctor Who that they were able to save the audio recordings, but not the video. Like the actual film was too damaged. So they filled it in with animation. So, I mean, we could do the same thing. You could take Shadows of the Empire. You could take, personally, I would still love to have I still want Qui-Gon. I still want some Qui-Gon stories.
And I hope they do.
And I mean, if you went down that animation routes, one, it's going to save you on costs.
Yeah.
Right? Then you're just paying for a voiceover, for voice work. And I know Liam Neeson is down for it.
Yeah.
Because, and I swear to God, I swear, I will hunt them down. I will strike them down and become even more powerful than ever before, I swear. They better give us Obi-Wan season 2, because I want Obi-Wan talking with Qui-Gon.
You know what pissed me off about that? I love that Obi-Wan thing. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But at the very end, where Qui-Gon was like, "I've been there the whole time," and I'm like,
"You son of a
asshole!" Vader was about to kill his ass. I even made a little thing on my channel where
you let him set me on fire.
He dragged him through fire. Yeah, I was there the whole time. What?
It like Qui-Gon probably would have said, my Padawan, you're never too old to learn a new lesson, or it would be like something like that. Because I'm sure if Yoda was there, he would have been laughing his ass off. Come on.
Yeah, because I was I was so happy to see. I was so happy.
There you are.
I was so happy to see Liam Neeson. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. But then I thought about it after it was over, and I'm like, what? I was there the whole time. What?
No, I mean, if they do another season 2, I definitely think I don't want to see, with respect, nothing against her, but I think they should stay away from Leia for now.
Yeah.
If they revisit it, like maybe 2 or 3 years or 4 years later, where you have a slightly older Leia, maybe she's part of the Senate and she's learning like a congressional college or whatever they call it, school for diplomats. Maybe you have a mention or two of her there, sure.
Yeah.
But make it so that Obi-Wan, maybe he's on a mission somewhere, or maybe Darth Maul is hunting him down, kind of very similar to Clone Wars and Rebels. Stuff like that I think is fine, but I don't think I want. My thing is, I hated it when Qui-Gon got killed in Phantom Menace.
Oh, me too.
Because Liam Neeson is badass as it is.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's badass.
And two, he was even with what we know of the Jedi, he was a bit of a rogue when it comes to the Jedi. You know, he was a rebel.
Yeah, for sure.
He was. I mean, some of Luke Skywalker's personality, I think, was kind of there. You know.
Yeah.
Like Obi-Wan tells him, you know, you'd be on the council if you would just listen. And he was still defiant, you know?
Yeah.
And I kind of like that. I would like to see more background of Christopher Lee's character of Count Dooku.
Yeah.
I would like to see Dooku training
When he
maybe
was
young
young.
Qui-Gon,
Yeah.
you know? I want
would too.
stories like that, you know?
Now there's supposed to be something coming on Disney Plus.
Tales of the Jedi.
Yeah, thank you. Tales of the Jedi. Yes, and I guess they're gonna look at that a little bit, but I think it's gonna be a little like mini series kind of thing. I don't think it's gonna be as big as we want it to be.
Well, it's going to be like an anthology, kind of like What If was for Marvel.
Okay.
Like you'll probably, I think there's an Ahsoka story, and there's, you know, story of Dooku and a few others. But
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited for Andor. I mean, any Star Wars.
Yeah.
Now, in the Andor series, what are you hoping to see?
What am I hoping to see?
I was thinking KSO or
That's
K2SO.
possible. That could happen. That could
But
happen.
someone said that it would make more sense if it was more like towards the end of the series or end of the season. Like, because we don't know exactly when Andor came across him, how they were partnered up. Was it maybe when he was working for the Rebel Alliance, or was it beforehand? Did he bring him in? We don't know.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
There's a little droid that kind of like visits Andor, right? It's not really a spoiler, but who knows? It could be kind of maybe there's a droid that he is familiar with, and he kind of has to save some of the mind, some of like the hard drive, the personality, the AI persona, and maybe transplants it into an Imperial droid, almost like Solo. When they took, Lando's, I forgot what her name was, but they put her hard drive, her primary core into the Falcon.
The Millennium Falcon, yeah.
So I mean, who knows? It could be a lot of things like that.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of going into that. I'm kind of going into Andor like open. Like I don't know what to expect or anything. I mean, it's something completely different.
I would like to see a lot of things. Like I joked around on Left Coast Stream last night. I was like, "Hey, what if we saw Max Rebo at like an audition? Like it's his first gig he's trying to get an audition for."
I wouldn't mind seeing some bounty hunter stuff in it. I wouldn't mind seeing, maybe.
I mean, like Cad Bane, and like because you got to figure, okay, New Hope is probably like maybe what, or like New Hope was, what was it, a full maybe 18, 20 years?
Right.
Something, let's say 18 years. So you figure, okay, when Jango Fett was killed, Boba was what maybe 11 or 12.
Yeah.
Okay. So you figure, let's jump maybe. So where Jango or Boba is maybe like, let's say he's like
16?
late 20s.
20?
Mid to late 20s maybe.
Okay.
In Andor, let's just say, rough estimates.
Okay.
Maybe early to mid 20s, and maybe this is, he's still trying to learn the ropes from Cad Bane and maybe a few other bounty hunters through the guild. Because I presume Boba Fett is a part of the guild.
And do you remember in episode 1, Jabba the Hutt had a wife. They were the Hutts, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe they'll show the Hutts. That would kind of be interesting. Or
the Hutts that, it'd be interesting. Well, we saw some Hutts in, some of the extended family in Book of Boba Fett.
Boba Fett, yeah.
But was it the Crimson? Was it Crimson Syndicate, or what was it called?
Greedo says, and Greedo. He wants to see Greedo in it. Yeah. That could be possible. Do
we know how that race ages? Because I mean, Greedo could be, could be a youngling.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, maybe it's a whole clan that does bounty hunting.
Yeah.
Maybe
Greedo could be the last survivor.
You know what though? We'll never hear the end of it. If there is a scene with like a young Greedo and he's just like running around in like diapers, like a little speedo, you know,
a little speedo. Yeah.
We'll never hear the end of it. It'll be full of,
and then like he stubs his toe and like he grabs his toe and he says, "Swollen, it's swollen."
My toe is so big.
My toe is so big. Hey, Greedo's probably flipping us off right now.
He's loving it.
My toe is so big. That's funny.
Greedo actually has a friend named Taz. Then it's done. It's over.
Yeah, that would be funny. Greedo hanging out with his friend Taz. Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, it's funny. Like, I mean, I'm hoping for the best because I mean, like right now, forget the movies, unless they get the people behind this TV shows. Like, you know how you got Kevin Feige for Marvel.
Yeah.
You know, he's like the one who spearheads the creativity and hey, we're going to move in this direction, that direction. It hasn't been 100% phase, you know, the recent phase, you know, but we're not going to go there. But give something like that. I mean, what's his name? Oh, God, I'm blanking on his name right now. Happy Hogan from Marvel. From Iron Man.
Oh my God, Mandalorian! I'm trying to think.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, the director for Mandalorian, and what's his fucking name?
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's on the tip of my tongue. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Him and the other guy. I can't think of the other guy's name. The one that was show running Mando.
Yeah.
Just make those two like co-chairs of Star Wars. There you go.
Yep. For sure.
And by the way, and you know, burn Kathleen Kennedy at the stake, or you know, drop her to Sarlacc pit. You know, do something.
Yeah, do something like that. What's up, Left Coast? How are you, my friend?
Encase her in carbonite.
Yeah. Yep.
Favreau.
Yeah, there it is. Yep.
Jon Favreau.
There it is. You mentioned Marvel a minute ago, and I wanted to ask you about this too. I just seen Thor: Love and Thunder just recently.
I'm sorry. My condolences.
What do you think?
My condolences.
Did you not like it at all?
Oh God, that was just horrible.
I liked some of it. I did. I liked some of it.
It took horrible, sprinkled some horrible on it, and then poured some more horrible on it.
Oh, you hated it. You hated it.
I mean, my whole gripe with the Thor character is this. Ever since Thor, the first movie, he came off as, you know, he wasn't the brightest bulb in the box, but he was a warrior. He was true, and he kind of had that Conan the Barbarian kind of
right. I feel you.
mentality.
For sure.
But he was a hero.
Yeah.
And then Avengers, it was kind of still the same a little bit. And then Thor 2, I mean, it just, I don't know. It felt like they kind of took it darker and darker. I think when you take Thor down a dark road in certain themes, it doesn't do well. But they've been making him dumber and dumber as they go along.
Yeah. I enjoyed Ragnarok. Ragnarok is like probably my
Ragnarok was
probably my favorite Marvel movie. Yeah, I love Thor.
Taika Waititi, I don't know what his problem is, because he gave us Thor Ragnarok, and then he comes back for this.
I didn't, you know, I'm like you. I love the Guardians of the Galaxy a lot, and they didn't seem like themselves.
That's my problem. That's my problem right there. They had Guardians of the Galaxy in there in a small little part, but you know it wasn't James Gunn writing it,
right?
Because you could tell they were not themselves.
No, they weren't. They weren't.
Okay, if I'm known for making a world famous meat lovers pizza, don't go there. And you know, I give the recipe to someone else, it's not going to taste the same.
Yeah, true.
Okay. Just because I do something doesn't mean someone else is going to do something that's going to come out the same. That was strike one.
Yeah.
The Guardians just came off as being really weird.
Yeah, that's what aggravated me a lot about
it. And you know, nothing against anyone who, you know, who might be that was a hammer. nothing against anyone who is it the same sex or bi or anything like that. But that creepy scene with like Thor saying goodbye to Star-Lord was just cringy as
It was. Yeah.
I mean, that weird
that was
look in
bad.
his face was just like, check please.
Yeah.
That was bad. I mean, the whole thing, just like, okay, like Jade is a scientist, and she was just kind of coming off being kind of like naive and kind of idiotic herself at times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, this is my first villain, and it
Yeah.
even like
Always
it'd be
remember
like,
your first.
you know what? If her seeing it as her first villain, it should be like how like Peter Parker was. If he's taken on his first super villain, he would have been like really enthused, excited. And she was just like, "Oh, it's my first." It just didn't sit right how the writing was.
Yeah.
I mean, Natalie Portman is a great actress, but for superhero movies, it's not her jam.
No.
It's not her jam, and I mean, we can talk spoilers about this movie.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, everybody.
She's
I mean,
not
it's
dead.
on Disney Plus now.
She's not dead. Okay.
You don't think she is?
No, because the absolute end, because there's an end scene
I see that.
where
scene,
she's
yeah, where
welcomed to Valhalla.
Yep.
He says you are welcomed, but that implies that there's a choice, that perhaps she could go
True.
back.
True.
So that's how I had that conclusion. But I mean, the whole thing, just like, don't get me wrong, Christian Bale was awesome.
Oh yeah, he was.
He was the saving grace of that movie.
Yeah, he was. He was
I
very
wish
good.
we would have had a little bit more of him, like,
Yeah.
taking out the gods. That
Yeah.
would have been even better.
Yeah.
I mean, Christian Bale was good. Just how Thor was just being stupider and stupider. And what's with his armor gets gaudier and gaudier as it goes on. Like, it's all like gold and blue and just like,
His face mask thing that he was wearing looked stupid as hell.
you know what it looked like? It looked like a retarded version of Skeletor from Masters of the Universe, the 1987 movie. Remember?
Yeah, I do.
And when he gets the big gold armor and
He
stuff,
was
I'm
like, Jane? And like he's wearing this stupid ass mask. Yeah, I know. Like, what? Yeah, you're right. That was pretty stupid.
I'm like,
What do you think of like him getting Christian Bale's? I can't remember Christian Bale's playing the God Killer or whatever. His
Yeah.
daughter at the very end. I kind of didn't even like that. Like, I mean, it kind of.
rumor has it that was actually Hemsworth's daughter who played her.
Oh, in real life? Oh, that's
In real
cool.
life,
That's
yeah.
cool. That's cool.
So that was
But,
cool.
like, for her to die, and then for him to be pissed, and the sword to choose him, and he does all that, and then at the very end, he brings her back.
Yeah.
I was kind of
I
like,
mean-
this is kind of like
I
he
don't
did
know.
all
I mean,
this. I don't know.
there's shows and movies out there where, or an alchemy, like there's an anime called Full Metal Alchemist.
Okay.
Equivalent exchange. So to bring something back to life, you then have to end something's life. There's a balance.
Right.
Positive and negative, right? So I mean, I thought it was acceptable. Plus, because
Did you not think it felt rushed though? It was just kind of like here she is. Okay, now I'm dying, and it's like.
I mean,
what the-
I think it would have been better like if he would have had a couple extra minutes with his daughter. I think that would have been a little bit better.
Yeah.
Rumor has it there's a 4-hour version of this
Oh
somewhere in the universe.
wow.
I think Taiki is hoping that it's going to be like a Snyder Cut thing, but Disney is much stronger than HBO. I don't know that that's going to happen. But the Screaming Goats,
They were obnoxious. Like not even enjoyable. Like
Russell Crowe
yeah,
as Zeus.
as Zeus.
I flick you.
Yeah. You
I mean,
flipped too hard. Damn you flipped too hard. Are you a
Rupert-
Rick and Morty fan at all? Do you watch Rick and Morty?
I've watched some of Rick and Morty.
Okay,
Not
because
a
the
lot.
new season is coming out on that, dude. That's a pretty good show. It's smart. It's super smart, man. For a little cartoon, it's pretty good.
What was that? Rick?
Yeah,
mean,
I know, dude. I think that's what it's based on somewhat. I really do.
I mean, I watched like a season or two of it. I think it'd be hilarious if they actually got Christopher Lloyd on there.
Well, you know, they did that little like promo with him.
Yeah.
Where he was where he was Rick. Yeah. Like a little commercial or whatever.
But I mean, and of course the end credit scene where you get Hercules.
Yeah, I thought he looked weak.
First thing that popped in my head, it was like, oh, that's why they did that figure last year.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he does look similar to the comic book character, but he just looked weak to me.
Yeah.
It just kind of...
Yeah, I mean, it's... To me, you know what it felt like? That movie, to me, gave me the view in my head, the mental image and vibe that Taiki was giving me Sacha Baron Cohen vibes. And not in a good way. Because let's be honest, you know, the guy behind Borat and Ali G, I mean, he's made some pretty funny stuff, but also he's done some stuff that was so cringy.
Yeah.
Like he does stuff to see if he can get away with it. Like hey, what's the most effed up thing I can do? And let's see how people will react to it. And I'm just gonna laugh at how people are reacting to it. Like I'm thriving on positive and negative.
Yeah.
Because he was, I mean, Free Guy, Thor Ragnarok. I mean, he's done a lot of great stuff and some stuff that wasn't so great. Green Lantern. But he was actually in there.
Yeah.
He played Ryan Reynolds' best friend.
Okay.
In that movie. I mean, it's like, we know that he can make really great and awesome stuff. I mean, Ragnarok was lightning in a friggin' bottle.
Oh, I loved Ragnarok. Yeah, the whole movie was...
I mean, whether it was Tessa Thompson, whether it was Chris Hemsworth, because I think Hemsworth was pretty spot on with a lot of stuff in that movie.
Yeah.
I mean, he was pretty damn funny.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Mark Ruffalo as, you know, Banner and the Hulk, I mean...
He was like, I make mistakes all the time. They seem to turn out okay.
I mean, and also, come on, you got Stan Lee as a space barber, as a space barber. I mean,
yeah, he's like, don't cut my hair. That was a great movie, dude. Ragnarok was awesome.
Ragnarok was great, and we had. I mean, there's just so much. I mean, to go from that, and then your next Thor follow up is Love and Thunder.
Yeah,
and they could have done it. They could have taken it down some different routes. Yeah. The Jane thing, okay, this cancer storyline that's right from the comics, and I think they could have done it like they could have taken it a few different ways. I like that the hammer has a new ability where it can kind of like disperse.
Oh yeah, break apart and then come back. That was badass. I like that too.
That was pretty cool. I mean, I mean, there's a lot of potential with that where Lady Thor can turn it into a shield.
Yeah.
Or what if she did it as literally like a minefield? Like she swings the hammer around, all the pieces scatter, and then they shoot out lightning, taking down all the bad guys. There's a lot of potential there.
They can do that.
I just felt like it was kind of wasted. They could have recasted with a different actress, but I don't blame the actress this time. I have to blame the writing.
Yeah.
I have to blame the writing on that. And here's the WTF moment of the movie. Okay? Forget the Guardians, forget the Screaming Goats, okay? Forget Jade, forget any of that.
All right.
Making the children of Asgard Thors? Like, whatever you have.
That one had that like stuffed animal or whatever. It was like,
yeah. I mean, like, so Thor could have made like everyone at Endgame. He could have said that same damn thing and made everybody Thors permanently, right?
Yeah, you're right.
What the? I mean,
yeah, that was
So what? At what point does Thor come to a realization? Oh, he can do this. Because if that's the case, then he could be rebuilding Asgard on a tremendous level, but he's not. It's a complete waste of power. It's a gimmick. It's a gimmick, and I think it was completely wasted. It made no sense, and it just, I think, because you gotta think like, okay, oh, this is pretty cool, but like, wait a minute, if he could do this to a bunch of kids, what could he have done with like the Avengers, people from Wakanda, the Ravagers? I mean, he could have done this at any time and wiped out Thanos in an instant.
Yeah, yeah.
Because could you imagine everybody at Endgame releasing lightning at the same time, taking out Thanos' army, preventing a certain person from snapping his finger and dying? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a waste of power.
Yeah.
It's a complete and utter waste of power right there.
Yeah, they should never have done that. That's stupid. That's just stupid.
I mean, it was kind of cool and cute, and it was something fun to see.
Yeah.
I'll admit, it was kind of fun to see these kids using these powers. But I will say this: if they do a Young Avengers movie, and obviously they have some Young Avengers kind of set up with, Hawkeye, or should we say, what's her name?
Yeah, his daughter.
Well, no, with what's it, Kate Bishop? Kate Bishop, and you got Widow's sister, Yelena.
Yep.
So I know they're going to be the Thunderbolts, but if they do like a Young Avengers in a couple years from now, they better friggin' include Heimdall's son. I can see Heimdall's son being an Avenger, a Young Avenger. It works,
That'd be cool.
Because, I mean, come on, he's Heimdall's son, and the kid kind of stepped up a little bit in this movie, too.
Yeah.
Now, I thought that they wrote that as a storyline because, okay, they wrote off as, what's his name, because maybe he didn't want to be in the movies anymore, but then he makes that appearance.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, so Lax Siverack is saying, these kids, what's that supposed to mean? That he says Dave? I don't know. No, I jokes. Okay. I don't know. I was going to say, if he's seen the movie, he would remember them kids.
Well, the God Killer basically kidnaps a bunch of kids from New Asgard on Earth.
Yeah.
And Thor has to go and save them. And during this final battle with the God Killer has all this power and everything, and the only way Thor can really fight back is he imbues kids, these Asgardian kids, with the power of Thor. Like, how
good night, Ultrazilla.
Odin spoke to Timon and said, whoever holds this hammer will have the power of Thor. And Thor says something similar, and these kids just picked up like random, like a hammer or an axe or whatever was laying around. One kid even had a plush teddy bear.
Yeah.
And they all had the powers of Thor. Like, you see this girl with a teddy bear, like, whacking people, and lightning's coming out of the teddy bear. It's hilarious. It's just insane, but it also doesn't make any sense, because if you can give those powers, no problem, Greedo. Because I
see that video. It was good.
Yeah,
it was good.
I'm like, it's like, I mean, we've heard him play, and he can play.
Killer.
He can play
a couple original songs too.
Awesome.
He's got a couple original songs that he doesn't usually show on YouTube, but he sent me one a while back. It was called Mother or Mama or something. It was killer, dude. It was like, I was like, dude, this song is really good. He's very talented. Greedo's very talented.
But like, that's what I was referring to by these kids. It doesn't make sense. If Thor had that kind of power, is he gonna use it on a bunch of kids from Asgard, or is it because they're Asgardian? We weren't given any context on how he's able to do that.
He said that was a bad joke. It was a woke joke.
Okay, sorry.
He's messing with you.
I'm not woke.
I'm not either.
I'm falling asleep.
Me too.
But I mean, that's the thing. That, I mean, there was so much in that movie that did not add up, that did not make sense, that did not jive well.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe he was rushing because he's always doing a lot of different projects. Like, he was doing that pirate show on HBO. He's always doing, Taika Waititi is always doing a lot of different projects. Like, was that the reason?
Yeah.
What was that? What was going on? If so, I mean, I just think that maybe he needed to do a little bit more time writing wise to really make sense, or maybe this was like Marvel said, "Hey, we want you to do the Jade storyline. We want to do kind of like almost a passing of the torch, so to speak,
Yeah.
depending on things moving forward in the future." Because let's face it, we don't have Iron Man anymore.
Yeah.
He's passed. Chris Evans is no longer Captain America anymore.
Yeah, that's right.
Thor was at around the same time of those guys' movies were first established. So he's right
Chris
now the
Hemsworth
longest.
said that he'll play Thor as long as they'll let him play him.
He is the longest running Avenger, so to
He
speak.
loves it. Yeah, he loves being Thor.
So I mean, maybe Disney was like, we want to try, let's test the waters.
Yeah.
Let's test the waters and see what happens.
Yeah.
But I think like maybe if that was the case, if Taiki was given this, like, okay, well, what the hell am I going to do with this? And maybe this is kind of like him, kind of like flipping Disney off a little bit. Who knows?
Could be.
Because we know he did Free Guy, but that was Fox, but now Fox is Disney.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I'm excited for some of the other Marvel stuff that we got coming through the line. Like, I'm actually, contrary to popular belief, I'm enjoying She-Hulk.
I only watched the first episode. I couldn't really get into it. Maybe I should give it a little more of a chance.
By the way, there's a little teaser in last week's episode.
Okay.
Of another lawyer within the Marvel universe.
Oh, I think I've heard rumors of this.
Who, he has some special clothing that he wears at night.
Yeah, you're talking about Daredevil, right? Yeah, I think I'm going to have to watch it because I did hear something about that. And I'm a big Daredevil fan.
Yeah, but
I like Daredevil a lot.
If you watch the Netflix Daredevil,
yeah,
it's not a red suit.
Oh, so he's doing the yellow suit. Oh shit! I'm gonna have to watch.
By the way, speaking of Daredevil, our boy Sleeping Collectibles.
Yeah.
Going down to that Rhode Island Comic-Con, and he's going to be talking to the man himself, Vincent D'Onofrio.
Really? Really?
I'm half tempted to reach out to Sleeping and say, are you going to take your painting and see if you can get him to sign it?
Autograph it? That'd be badass.
I'm just saying, I mean, if I was going to meet Vincent D'Onofrio and I had the badass Kingpin,
yeah.
could you imagine how much more valuable that thing would be?
Dude, he's got some awesome artwork, Sleeping has. I know that he showed the Macho Man artwork, and
he's got that Daredevil poster, too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, either one of those, the Daredevil poster might be easier to, travel.
And take with it. Yeah. Besides,
but I mean,
still, that's badass. That'd be sweet. I'd do that.
When I think Vincent D'Onofrio, I think Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah.
I think The Cell. I think there's just
The Cell. Oh my God, I've not seen that in years.
Law and Order, Criminal Intent. He was on Law and Order for a few years.
Yeah. Man, I've not seen The Cell in a long time. That was a good movie.
It was okay. I
like that movie a lot.
I'm not a big J-Lo fan.
Yeah, that was a good one though. Man, I haven't seen that in years.
He's been in a lot of good stuff, so I mean, like, that's just
yeah.
But like, what's the next Marvel we have coming up after this? I can't think of what shows we have coming up after that.
Have you watched Miss Marvel?
Yes, I enjoyed it.
I haven't watched that yet either.
I really enjoyed it. I was afraid that it would be a little too woke.
Yeah.
But it really was. It was fun. It had that kind of youthful energy with Tom Holland and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It had a lot of fun with it. And I mean, it was just, I think it was good balance to the entire show. And there's kind of a WTF right at the finale episode, the last scene.
Yeah. Which
kind of sets up for the Marvels movie coming out, I think, next year.
Okay. I'll check it out too then.
Because, with the name The Marvels, you can kind of imagine who all is going to be in it.
Yeah. Yep.
Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and who knows what else. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Maria Rambeau from WandaVision because she got powers in that series.
Yeah, man, that was a good series. I like WandaVision a lot. It's a good one.
But I mean, it's gonna be like, I'll be honest, I'm not exactly psyched for Wakanda Forever because I'm worried how they're gonna address
Pull that
things.
off. Yeah,
Because we've already seen in first Black Panther, we saw him die and come back, so to speak. Right?
Yeah.
How are they going to justify that they can't do that anymore?
I don't know. Yeah, I think that they've kind of that kind of
You know, it's like, oh, it wasn't that he was too far gone. Are they going to show any kind of like maybe some unfilmed footage of him and of Chadwick, and they kind of like doctor it up so that it shows him like being completely killed? I mean, how are they going to treat it and do it respectfully?
Yeah.
Because I mean, you don't want to do anything that looks horrific because then
no, because he's gone.
One that's going to be traumatic to the fans,
Yeah.
and two, that's going to be traumatic for his friends and family.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I mean, you kind of have to figure out a way to write it so that it's not offensive. Two,
Right.
and I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this, but I don't think his sister should be the next Panther.
Yeah.
I really don't think so. I think either one of two things should happen. Who's to say they can't bring back Killmonger because he kind of redeemed himself a little bit?
They could.
Or, oh God, what was blanking on his name? The tribal leader. I'm trying to think of the 8th tribe. What was Umbatu?
Yeah.
I think he would be. I think he would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
I think it would be kind of a Thor-esque type Black Panther. Because like I love the part when in Black Panther when he tells the one CIA agent to shut up before he feeds him to his like shoulder or something like that, and he's just like, oh, he's like, no, we are vegetarians. You know, it's like he could be funny. We know he can be funny. So I mean, and that would be a very built Black Panther too. So I mean,
that's true.
I mean,
well, they show that back view of, I think, the new Black Panther, and it's hard to tell if it's a big,
I just Shuri. I know that the actress has had issues during the pandemic with filming, so there's that. The character herself, I mean, she's more of a tech person. She's not really battlefield, so to speak, even though she did fight in Endgame, mind you, but that's for the fate of the universe, basically. But I mean, she wasn't necessarily raised as the new leader of Wakanda
to be a leader. Yeah.
So to me, we don't have that establishment. Like even when at the end of Black Panther 1, when she they go to America, like she has no idea what they're doing there.
Right.
If she's someone who is to be kept in the chain, the chain of command, and she should know why are they going here? What are they doing?
Yeah, she's gonna be like a leader.
Seem like her character was ever really, really a part of that. She was more like the tech genius,
Yeah, not somebody that would be in charge.
Yeah. So I mean, there's all that sitting against her. It's just gonna be interesting to see how they do that approach.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? I know a lot of people hope. A lot of people thought like recasting. Even Chadwick Boseman's family even said about recasting.
Yeah.
I mean, what if they did something where in a way to recast is very similar to like Doctor Who. What if like they were able to save his mind, his soul, but his body was different? Maybe when they saved him, like his face looks a little different now. He's a different actor.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Something like that. Or what they found at T'Challa from another multiverse, another Marvel universe, but it was a different actor.
Yeah, if it was written right, they could do that. If they write it right, they could definitely do anything. They've got the control to.
Or what if during this could Spider-Man No Way Home, what if when the universe was cracking open, it also cracked open in Wakanda because of all the vibranium and all the technologies there, and something happened where the Black Panthers were swapped.
True.
I mean,
They can do that. They can do that.
but yeah, it's. I mean, we've seen
Spider-Man. Yeah,
we've seen crazier things happen. So
yeah, yep.
And do you think we will see the other Spider-Man again?
I hope so. I hope so.
Because remember, they said they would like to do that again. Not just the actors, but in this movie, they had said, like, you know, Tom Holland says, like, you know, we should really do this again sometime.
Yeah.
Who knows? We'll see what happens. Because
the one who played in The Amazing Spider-Man, not Tom Holland, not
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield, thank you. I've heard rumors over and over about him being in a Venom movie.
Well, see, that's the thing. He makes the most sense to be the Spider-Man of Venom's universe.
Right.
Okay? Plus, other than Tom Holland, he's the only other Spider-Man to not have an interaction with Venom yet. Because Tobey Maguire had Topher Grace, Eddie Brock, Venom. Yeah. So, I mean, there is that.
Yeah, that would be cool. I'd be down with that. That'd be awesome.
And, I mean, if anything, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man has a lot of regret and darkness in him. Like, he even mentions, at one point, I stopped pulling my punches.
Yeah.
So, who knows? That could be part of it right there.
Yeah.
But, who's this? Now, here's what my little crazy theory was, that when everyone went back to their universes, like, the whole spell was that everyone would forget who Peter Parker was. That Peter Parker was Spider-Man.
Right.
That doesn't work on other Peter Parkers and other Spider-Man, right? Because Andrew Garfield is, you know, he's Peter Parker. He's gonna remember that he's Spider-Man.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know, I mean, it's not going to work on those two because otherwise they would go back to the world and forget who they were.
Yeah, that makes sense. Right? That's good thinking, Dave.
The spell was that everyone would forget Peter Parker was Spider-Man. It wasn't like, oh, they're going to forget that this Peter Parker was this Spider-Man. No, it was just like, technically, in the Avengers, we can see Spider-Man return to the Avengers because the Avengers will remember Spider-Man being there at Endgame. They just won't remember that his name was Peter.
True.
So, yeah.
That's a good theory, man. That's probably what. Yeah, you're right.
Sometimes I think too much.
No, you just open our mind a little bit. You invite us into your dimension, which I dig.
Oh, you should have saw the stream we had last night. Wolfpack, me, and Super Awesome Geek Show.
Yeah.
I thought the stream might go for an hour. We went for 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And me and John, we were on the verge of arguing at one point because we're like, you know, everyone's got their own theories on Quantum Leap, and we were going back and forth. And I was like, well, the reasoning for this is this, and this, and this. You know, he had his theories. You know, I'm like, well, you know, we can both agree that we have our own opinions.
I'm going to listen to it. So I work, you know, I polish metal at work. So that's hours at a time. I'm sitting there polishing, you know, like coupling rods and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I have my Bluetooth headphones on and I'll listen to certain streams. So I'll listen to that stream, man. I have to check that out.
Well, I was also trying, now, the first couple minutes of the stream, it's just blank.
Okay.
So you'll have to fast forward a little bit because
that's fine.
I was trying a new platform called EV Mux.
Okay.
Because it's kind of like it's a new alternative to StreamYard.
Okay.
It allows you to do like transitions, kind of like OBS does, and a whole bunch of other stuff. But it lets you, on the free plan, stream to multiple sources. So hypothetically, you can stream to YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook at the same time.
Wow. Okay.
For free.
That's cool. That's pretty cool.
So, like,
what's it called?
EV Mux.
Okay.
EVMUX. At one point, I'm planning to do a video. There's a lot of videos on EV Mux, but I want to give a non-technical breakdown of it.
That'd be cool.
For Joe Average YouTuber, you know?
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Because a couple of people I followed that I found EV Mux on, they're professional.
Yeah.
They're professional. These are people that this is their 9-to-5 jobs.
Yeah.
That all they do is this, and like people like us, unfortunately, are not what they're trying to teach. Like they tell you, oh, if you're going to do YouTube, you should be, your focus should be on one thing, should be on multiple things, and that kind of goes against grain, especially against me, and against a lot of us.
You and me are both floaters, like we kind of. Like I saw my reptile thing, and I still kind of.
I get that. These are people like the one guy does motivational speaking. He also does like religious, like church and preaching streams. And the guy is an amazing networker. And he, I've gone on a couple of his streams, like chatted in his streams, asked questions, and he's real nice, real awesome. He has a lot of information, but just because you make your spaghetti one way doesn't mean that that I'm going to be, people are going to like it the way that you make it if I make it,
Absolutely.
We all have our different vibes. I'm like, Absolutely. I mean, I'm all over the place. That's just who I am. That's who I am in real life.
Yep.
That's my train of thought. That's just my personality. That's who I am. That's what I do.
That is Dave's dimension.
Yeah. And, it's like, you are rebels.
Yeah.
You are reptiles. And you are also games.
Yep.
It's like, sleeping collectibles. He doesn't collect sleeping. He doesn't collect sleep.
Yeah.
But he collects everything. I mean, it's like, if I was someone who specialized in one particular thing, then would I be a little bit more successful? So, as far as YouTube, as far as what is defined, I'm sure possibility. But would that be me? No.
No.
It's like,
and I feel that same way, man. Like, I mean, even like as silly as me showing swords and stuff like that, I mean, that's something I really love, like it's not just toys for me,
Yeah, but you know what? Who doesn't love a damn sword?
Yeah, dude, that's hell yeah. Oh yeah.
Who doesn't love, I mean, do I collect G.I. Joes? No. But do I love G.I. Joes? Yes. As a kid, I loved them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
If I wasn't already in so many different directions, would I beyond that? Sure, I would interested in it, but I just have way too much that
I'm engulfed in it, dude, and it's like it. I don't want to hate on anybody. I'm not trying to or anything, but I know a lot of people do toy hunts and they go to Target and all that kind of stuff, and I did that. I've done that for a while, but if you notice, I haven't had that many toy hunt videos on my channel anymore, unless I'm doing like a toy show.
Yeah.
Because I really dig the vintage, man. To find something, and I'm gonna keep preaching, but to find something that's 40 years old and in that good a shape, that's a toy hunt. I mean, that's hard to find.
I mean, look at the Power Rangers I have here.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to make a little bit more room. I got some more Power Ranger stuff in, like this guy.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I got these down here. More down here. I got to resort it through. I got to figure out some lighting for here. But yeah, this is the lightning collection. And then I have the legacy one right there with the coins.
Lack says it best right here. He says a channel should be about the person. I agree 100%. I agree 100%.
I mean, look at this. I got my Ghostbusters. I got my TMNT. Yes, it's a complete mess. I got Star Wars.
And
Marvel.
this is stuff you love. You know what I mean? This is your passion. Yeah. I dig that, dude. I dig it.
Although I am thinking I might get rid of a Goliath up there. He takes up so much damn space.
Yeah. I see him up there.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's
cool. Very cool.
But yeah,
Very
it's
cool.
it's, and I get it. If you're trying to do a brand, well, my brand is Dave's Dimension. I'm all over the place. And I'm still thinking of whether I'll do a separate gaming channel, because maybe the gaming would help. I don't know. Because I've streamed like the Leapcast. I actually streamed it on Twitch last night. It didn't get any live views, and that's perfectly fine. But Twitch isn't just for gaming, though. There's a lot of people who do talking on there.
Yeah.
To do that kind of vlogging stuff. So I'm just experimenting with it. But with the EV Mux, the thing is, like, you have to set up like your videos on every stream. That's the one thing I'm trying to figure a workaround for. Like, if I do an intro, I have to upload my intro video before I do the stream. If I do an ending video clip, I have to have that all uploaded. So there is a lot of manual stuff on there.
Yeah.
But what's really cool is this. Let's say we have a stream where there's 5 of us.
Okay.
Right? There's an option for push to talk. So I could talk, if there's 5 of us, I could talk to you specifically and not the others. Or I could talk to the group.
Oh, that's neat.
And not the stream.
That's neat.
So there are some bells and whistles, and obviously it's something that they're going to be.
That's different. That's different. I like that. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm trying to learn as much as I can before I do a video on it.
Yeah.
To give everyone, like really, what is the best to use right now? Is it StreamYard? Is it Melon? Is it...
I always use StreamYard just because I'm comfortable with it. But I'm like,
you know?
Yeah, I get comfortable with something. I just use it.
The thing that rubs me the wrong way is everyone charges you just to do some basic stuff.
Yeah.
Like on EV Mux, I'm able to have an animated background at no cost.
Yeah.
I mean, when I do the video, you're going to see everything that I'm talking about.
Okay.
There's a lot that you can do in there. There is a watermark. They have their own EV Mux, but they give you transitions. You know, like if you're on OBS and you go from one image to another, like one scene to another, right?
Okay.
Usually you see, like, on a video, you might see like a little animation effect going to the side, or you might see the picture kind of like twist sideways and skip over. And then you have the next image. That's called the transition. They have several transitions that are preset in here.
Oh, that's cool.
Now, they do have a paid version where you can actually record in EV Mux. They do have also in the paid version, you can set it so it can record your audio separately, so you can actually make your video into a podcast if you wanted.
That's neat.
Restream has something similar. So I mean, that's what I kind of want to do. Is like some people, like those of us who do streams all the time consistently, like yours. Okay. Yeah. When you do your Wednesday night, Rebels, Reptiles, Games Live, you could turn that, if you were able to record the audio, well, then you can upload that as a weekly podcast. Who knows? You might get more people that way, possibly. That kind of opens up the possibility. Now, me, I'm a bit sporadic usually when I do my streams. I'm not going to be doing my Thursday stream this week because, well, with how I'm feeling, I'm still not 100%, but it's, I'm trying to find out what's the best for us. Cause like I myself, I'm not monetized. I don't make any money off of anything. And obviously I'm an unboxer. Yeah. So I'm not reselling my stuff.
Right.
I mean, there's a few things where I might consider reselling somewhere down the line. But I still have, there's so much I still have to unbox. It's not even funny. Like the page punchers, the full size page puncher figures, the Constantine.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those. Yeah.
Yep. I got those for. I still have to unbox the Black Lantern Wave.
Yeah.
I still have that to unbox. I have 2 Marvel Selects, which are Venom and Thor, to unbox.
Nice.
I still have Fantastic Four figures from this past year I have to unbox still.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, there's just so much I have to do. What else? Well, I still have a Casey Jones in box. Oh
wow!
Yeah. Well, I might do him as a giveaway. I think because I know some people were still looking for him. I still have some Spider-Man figures, Miles Morales, both the invisible and the regular one.
Oh, sweet.
I still have those, and I did get the 80th anniversary Captain America.
Okay. Yep. That one.
I hate to say this, but this is my one time I'm breaking my rule. I'm not opening that one up. I'm trying to find another one.
Yeah.
So I can open one and keep one on card. Because it's the 80th anniversary Cap. He looks so awesome. And I got him mint on card.
I don't know if you see the beginning of my stream when I was talking about selling all my classifieds that were boxed. Did you hear that?
No.
Yeah, I sold those today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I have all my unboxed, and I mean I have them all basically. I'm only missing a couple, and there's only a few that I have inboxed, like the 00 Snake Eyes. Like the stuff's hard to find. The Fortnite Snake Eyes, that's sweet. Yeah, hell yeah, that's cool. It looks like Toy Biz. I freaking love it. Yeah, I freaking love the Toy Biz packaging.
Yeah,
I'm starting to become an unboxer myself, bro. Like I mean, the boxes just sitting around is silly. You know, I mean, I'd rather open
This is the Thor.
That one's sweet. I like that. 2 head sculpts on that.
And
nice. You know what? We have that. We have that somewhere around here.
yeah, I got that one.
Yeah, we have that one. Blue Eyes has it actually, but
Does she let you look at it?
yeah, she won't let me open it though.
Here's
yeah,
the Constantine.
Constantine. She wants that one too. I have to find that one for her.
And I got both Black Adams. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. I got the Black Adam in that
Which is
one,
the
but
original from the comics. Then you got Dwayne Johnson. Yeah,
the hooded
the
one.
one with the hood looks tight.
I like the one with the hood a little bit better.
Yeah,
to be
I like
honest.
that. That's the first time I've seen the hooded one. That's nice.
And we got the Batman.
Yeah,
This one looks more like olive drab, actually, like a dark
What?
olive.
I
But
like the outfit. I do like the outfit.
yeah, but yeah, we
Bro,
got that.
I gotta
Yep.
wake up early as shit tomorrow morning, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop off.
Yeah,
But,
you do that, man. Get your rest.
Another week or so, I would love to do a Cobra Kai live with you,
Yeah.
you and me, and we'll talk about season 5 because season 5 was fire. Let's give it a week or two for everybody to watch it because I know people are probably getting close to that last episode. I know not everybody binge watches them like we do, but
Oh, slackers.
I loved it, man. I freaking loved it. So that'd definitely be something fun to talk about.
Oh, definitely. Just let
Maybe
me
we
know.
can wear Cobra Kai t-shirts. You have a Cobra Kai t-shirt?
No, I don't.
Oh
Not yet.
shit, I have one. That'd be
Well,
cool.
T Public has a sale going on right now, so I could probably grab one.
Hell yeah.
And by the way,
get
those
better,
interested.
man. Get better. I know that you'll kick COVID's ass. You're a tough
Well,
dude.
I mean, like my temperature was 102. Today's 98.1.
Okay,
So I'm
cool,
already
cool.
like, and I still have tons of energy. It's not even, like literally, I was up at 6:30 yesterday morning until 3:30 this morning.
I've had it twice. It was a little rough the first couple days, but once you get past them, you'll be all right. I think you're gonna
Twice?
be okay.
What, you flexing now? Oh, I've had it twice.
Yeah, I'm flexing on the vid.
Yeah, well, I keep telling people, like, I was telling people yesterday, I was like, yeah, I got recruited to the Backstreet Boy tour. They looked at me funny. They don't understand the code. But because
Well,
I
thank
try
you
not
for
to use
hopping on, man.
I try not to use certain words on stream because we know
Yeah.
YouTube likes the flag thing. So
I'm not worried about it, dude. I'm doing this for fun. I don't care. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe someday, we'll get monetized, whatever. But I'm doing this for fun, dude. This is just for hanging out.
yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what it is. It's about fun.
And I always appreciate hanging out with you, Dave. Thanks for hopping on here, bro.
No, anytime.
Had a
I
good
know
time.
we went a lot longer than you usually go.
Yeah. If I didn't have to wake up so early tomorrow morning, I'd probably hang out a little bit longer with you because I enjoy talking to you. So,
No, not a problem.
but
You just get rest and have a great day at work.
well, you take it easy, man. You take it easy. I hope you get better soon.
Yeah, they got me cleared to go back to work Friday, but then or not Friday, but Monday, and then I'm wearing a mask at work for
Okay.
all of next week, which is going to be interesting because I can't wear my glasses when I have my mask on because
They fog up.
Yep. So I'll be squinting all next week. That's going to be
Well,
fun.
keep me posted. Keep me posted how you're doing, man. Hit me up.
Yep, we'll
Send me
do.
a text or something. All right. Take care, brother.
Yep.
Thank you for hanging
You
out
too.
with me. I appreciate
Take
it.
care.
Everybody, thanks for hanging out. Love you all. This was a good time. Dave, take care, my friend. Keep busting,
Yep.
buddy. Have fun collecting, everybody. Thank you. Everybody have a good night.